Hello everyone and welcome back to Games and Quick Hotfix. This is How to Train a Speedrunner. I'm Church and Sarge, and we've got Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights ahead of us tonight. Before we get into that, just a few housekeeping things. If you have any ideas for your own reoccurring show or one-off event, you can feel free to go to gamesonquick.com/hotfix to submit your own ideas. We're looking for shows to fill out the Hotfix schedule, so be sure to submit if you'd like to become a showrunner. Also, if you're watching over on YouTube, you can go to twitch.tv/gamesonquick if you're interested in looking at our live content. Most of it starts at about 7 p.m. Eastern on the weekends and 1 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. on most weeknights and 1 p.m. Eastern on the weekends. With all that said, we've got Nastani here. How are you doing tonight, Nastani?
Doing pretty good. Yourself?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. I'm excited to learn some Scooby-Doo.
All right. So, basically, I'm actually going to start a new game here right now, but we're not going to go yet. I'm just going to show you the controls because I think it's better to see them visually rather than just me telling you, here's how to click buttons on your controller. We're going to be doing the 100% category, so we're going to be collecting everything. So that means these snacks we're going to collect and other things that I will mention throughout the run. And so basically the basic controls, you can see how Scooby's just kind of walking around here. Pardon the fireworks. Basically the main movement mechanic we're going to do is we're going to hold the R button and that will initiate Scooby to run. And while you're running, if you let go of the R button, you will skid. And so skidding will be useful in some areas. Maybe, I don't know if we do skid the jumps, we'll find out. And then charging is his main form of like movement. We normally use charging over long distances. So basically the TLDR is that, oh, by the way, A is to jump, and then B, you can do a ground pound mid-air. A is for the umbrella. I'll go over that when we go to the other upgrades. I'll tell you how to use the other upgrades. But in general, A to jump, B to dash, X to interact with things, and you will never let go of the R button this run unless I specifically tell you to. Otherwise, just always hold down the R button forever. You will just always do that because if you let go of the R button while you dash, you skid. And then I think with all that prerequisite out of the area, also I'm supposed to read chat during this, right? I can do that?
You can do it. I'm also going to be keeping an eye on it, so I mean, cool. I will relay any questions chat has to you, but you can keep an eye on it too if you'd like.
All right, then I will also do that. All right. So then I think we're good to go. So all right, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is there's going to be a cutscene here. We're just going to mash A on a controller, and we're going to hold down left on the control stick, and we're going to immediately B dash. We're going to skip this cutscene by pressing A, hold down left, and we're going to come and collect these Scooby snacks down here. And then when you come, and then we're going to go over to this door, and when we get over to this door, we're actually just going to hit this snack here and then enter. The reason we hit that snack there is because when we come out of this room, we're going to spawn again, and then we'll basically, when you spawn, we'll be put past that snack, so we collect that on the way in, just as a safety. So here, we're gonna kind of just move around here, and then we're gonna make it up to this tire swing. Now, an important thing about this tire swing is that it moves really unwieldy if you do not know exactly what you're going to do. I'm also going to be using some safety saves here because once I collect a snack, it's gone. So for the purpose of this, I will set up some saves, and then we will just go through it like that. So basically when you jump on this tire swing, you basically like want to like hobble your control stick like to the right, to the center, like you're basically like tap it to the right, and then when you get to the end, you like tap it back to the left. It's kind of hard to like show this, but I'm holding it now, and then I released it. Now I'm holding left again, release it, holding left again, release it, hold it left again, and then I jump off. I'll go over that again. It's kind of this is unironically one of the hardest things you're gonna do in the run. Like this tire swing is controlling the tire is actually one of the hardest things to learn as like a beginner if you're just picking it up, which is really funny that it's in the very first level. But we're gonna try to collect these. I'm holding it again, I'm releasing it back here, and then now I'm holding to the left, and then holding it back to the left, and then you jump off, and then once you jump off, you basically just jump up, get this snack, and then you slide down. And then basically you're just going to copy my charge movement. I'm not going to go over every specific angle that I'm holding on the control stick because that will take forever. So just, do basic platforming. You're going to collect that token. Ideally, you want to collect all of those snacks in that one go. But again, it's kind of hard to control the tire swing sometimes, so I'm just going to come back and get that later. And then we're going to go, let's kind of collect these snacks. And basically that thing at the top left there that I collected, that was called a token. We're going to be collecting more of those throughout the run. And we're basically collecting everything in the game, meaning that we're going to collect all the upgrades, or what they're called inventions in this game. And then we're going to collect all the tokens and every single snack that you see, and we're going to pay every single, well, we're actually not going to pay every single snack gate, but we're going to pay a lot of snack gates. All the ones that count for completions, because some of them don't count towards completion. I don't know. But basically just hold left out of here, and then we're going to dash through this line, collect these snacks, pay the 25 gate, and then we're going to make our way here. In this level, we're just going to hold in between the upright notch and the right notch on our control stick, skid a little bit, and then you can just keep holding that direction and press the B button. And then we're going to dash up here and do chandelier jump. Haha, that's chandelier jump. Okay. This trick is pretty finicky. What I like to do is line up with like the edge of this frame on the wall here. And then basically you're just going to hold the R button and just run off and then jump. And basically you're going to jump when you're like, I don't know, a bit like almost like about to leave the railing. You want to jump again. It's a pretty finicky jump. If you all saw my run from a couple days ago, you know that I failed this twice. So it's definitely failable. And you're just going to collect these 2 snacks, jump over here, collect this key, and then we're going to talk to Holly, and she's going to give us the map, which doesn't really serve that much of a purpose. And then we're going to immediately leave. We're actually going to come back to this area later on for backtracking. So we're basically going to go very much out of our way a lot and collect things out of order, just because it's faster to collect everything in this game out of order. And we're going to talk to Don Knotts here, and he's going to give us the shovel, and we're just going to dig. And basically, when you collect the shovel, you want to release the A button, and then just jump out of it, out of the skidding animation, and then just dig, and then just make your way over to Shock on the Dock 1. So here, you're going to notice that we're actually going to skip some snacks in this level. We're just going to hold down right here. Basically, just do some basic movement here. And when we get to this barrel, we're going to release the R button. It's very important that we release the R button here because it makes this jump easier, because we're going to jump to the roof. This is actually, okay, this is harder to do without the cycle. But yeah, basically you're going to jump and kind of like jump backwards a little bit, like backwards to the up left, kind of. Because if you just jump straight on, you're just not going to make it because it's sloped. So you're basically just going to jump down the slope so you make it on. You can technically make it while holding the R button. It's just really tight, as you see. And basically holding R makes your jumps smaller, but you like don't skid. And then if you jump with the A button, you jump higher because you can see Scooby's paws arc up here. And then we're just going to dash, collect these 2 snack boxes up here. Then we're going to drop down and we're just going to collect this snack here, and then do another B dash and just make our way through this level. A lot of everything that I'm going to be doing in this run. Also, there's normally a rat cycle to be had here. Obviously, I'm way out of cycles, so probably won't be showing too many cycles, but honestly, rat cycle is not very important. I'll show the important cycles. Basically, we just drop down there and, oh yeah, this dash, you can basically just dash around enemies and they can just swing at you. Oh, I hit him. But you can basically dash around them and you can pretty much become invincible and they won't hit you at all. But if I release the R button, he can hit me. But if I'm dashing, he will not hit me. And that's just a general movement mechanic. And then basically we're just going to jump up here. Again, we're going to hold the R button. We don't go up there. That's an any percent habit. And then, so basically a lot of this game is like, a lot of this game is a lot of movement. This hundo category is a lot of movement and not necessarily a lot of tricks. So like a lot of this tutorial will just be like, copy the movement, forehead.
Okay.
And that's basically just kind of how we're rolling here. But the caveat is that some of the movement is pretty hard. So here you have 2 options. Basically here you can jump on this like second box here and then jump off and collect that snack box. Or I should have saved when Shaggy... Now we're going to have to watch the cutscene again. You know...
Oh, well.
We love Ruh-roh, it's rock! Wah-wahoo! Yeah, woo! We gonna do this again! And so basically, let's do this. You have two options here. This is the harder method. Basically, you just jump up here on this thing and make that tight jump. That's pretty hard, but you can just jump to the top and do that much easier, and really only like loses like a second. So like it's really just up to you, whichever one you want to go for. I recommend jumping all the way up if you're a newer runner, because you can pretty much get that. And then you're going to dash over here, and here you're going to basically like walk your face in between like this box right here and this pole, and then you're going to release the R button, and then you're basically just going to hold up left and jump up, and then you will get on that box. And this is called rubber band skip. This is one of the couple tricks that you're going to be doing in this run. And it's actually easier to kind of come over here while skidding. So normally what you'll see us do is come over here, and skidding actually makes this jump a bit easier. I can just do it from here because it's, you know, I've kind of been doing it for a while, but even then I could sometimes miss it. So generally you'll want to, you know, collect this box, dash over here, and then the whole movement will just be like that. And then you're going to press the A button twice, and I like to jump here and then run off and then jump. This is also sneakily like pretty hard to do. You're also going to begin to hold the R button again. Forgot to mention that. Basically, I like to jump because it helps set up the jump better, but again, you could still sometimes miss it, but you're basically going to try to go off right on this corner and then do a full jump, and then do that, and then you're just going to dash past these swings. You're going to leave that snack, and you're actually going to collect these two snacks right here, and then just make your way through, try not to get by hooks, hit all these snacks, and then make your way to the 50 snack gate. And then I think that's it for Shock 2. And then basically we're just going to make our way to Fear on the Pier. Here in this level, you don't need to concern yourself with too much. Just kind of jump here, and then do a little jump. You're basically just going to walk straight through this level. And then we're going to try to do something called tar strats. I'm not going to go over too much because we're going to come back to this level later on, so it doesn't matter. But that's tar strats. Normally we line this up with the metronome to do this trick, and basically just allows you to jump on this barrel, and then you can jump over here, and then collect the snack box early. It doesn't really save that much time, to be perfectly honest with you. It's like, it's whatever. But basically, if you want to set up the metronome, you here, I'll just exit and re-enter. You set the metronome to a 78 BPM, and then on the 5th beat, and you activate the metronome when the loading screen appears, and on the 5th beat, you jump. And it's a 2-frame window, so you can get 2 different kinds of jumps. You can get a jump where you jump like this, or you get a jump where you jump like that. And when you get a jump like this, you're gonna have to re-jump on the barrel thing that you saw me jump at if you get this jump. But if you just get this jump, you can typically just run straight through. It just depends. Again, this is really an optional trick in this category. It's required for things like any %, but for this category it doesn't really matter. But you would start the metronome here when that yellow text appears, and then, you know, try to time your jump. Didn't get it that time, it's whatever. But basically you're just gonna walk it down the tar. It doesn't really matter if you get tar strats or not. You're not gonna reset over it. Like, it's literally 2 seconds in Hundo. It does not save any more time than 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And
then,
then,
across like a 2-hour run, 2 seconds is not worth it.
Yeah, like in any %, it actually costs you 6 seconds because it costs you 2 seconds in time and then 4 seconds in snacks. So
okay,
because you actually need that snack box. But this isn't Hundo. We basically collect, well, this isn't any %, this is Hundo, so it doesn't really matter. So here we have the double jump. Now we can jump twice. Hoorah. And basically we're just going to death abuse. When you death abuse in this game, you go back to the entrance. Wherever you entered from, if you die, you will go back to the entrance. Some levels do have checkpoints. I'll show off one of them later on. But generally, that is what you're going to do. Also, I'm going to open up my splits just to make sure that I'm like railroading myself good here and not skipping anything.
Yeah.
I forgot to. It's basically like my notes, you know what I mean? I probably should have had those up before. We're good, like, for sure.
Yeah.
But...
No, I know exactly what you mean. There's definitely, I have a few runs where I look at my split name to figure out where I am and what I'm doing next.
Yeah. So here we're basically just going to go, and we're just going to basically do some backtracking to a warp gate, and we're going to warp the hedge. And we're going to jump on this crab, try to jump over here on this barrel, and then, oh my god, I suck. Well, if you miss that, you can just get on this rope here, you can just walk on it and it allows you to jump. Normally you can't jump in the tar. Press an A button, I can't jump. I can't dash or anything. So you just kind of go up here, and you can jump on here, jump over the tar. Generally you want to avoid the tar as much as possible. Then B dash, not get your input eaten, B dash down. And then you're gonna take this boat back to where you were. Also, just a general thing, this is the hundo route with no pause storage. And pause storage essentially just allows you to warp from anywhere without a warp gate. And it also, coincidentally, if you miss it, you can quit the game. Or you can get bugged out of it like I did a couple days ago. Never happened before, never happened to anyone ever. But normally that doesn't happen. Normally you just warp from anywhere. But you're going to see me backtrack a lot to warp gates and basically all the pause storage that we do. I think we do like 10 or something. Egregious. In the current, like the super optimized hundo route. But I'm basically just kind of bringing you along the more beginner friendly route. And that's mainly just because I can't do pause storage on emulator. You can. It's just really, really hard and unintuitive, and I don't want to do it. It's just, pause storage. I like that. But we're going to warp back to Mr. Machine. Also, just to show off the warp, you start from here. You basically just go over 2 times, hit that, and then warp to Mr. Machine. And then you're basically just going to cut left. You're going to cut down left, not run into that. And you're going to run to the back side of this room, and you're going to collect these snacks here now. And then you're going to run to this key, jump up to it, and then collect these 3 snacks, and then head into hedge. If I could be in the right window. Boop. And then we're going to head into hedge on the hedge. I'll do this level fully like twice to show off a cycle. So I'm just going to be running. You're basically just going to want to try to copy the movement. Hint, you probably won't be able to. It's pretty tight window. You're basically just going to jump through here, dash through here. I'll do this level again. And basically you're just going to collect every snack you see. Go up this little slide here. There's nothing by that witch, so you can just keep going. And then you're going to make a cycle known as werewolf cycle, where you beat this werewolf right here that's standing right behind this pause menu. Basically beat him so you can hit that snack and jump without him standing on top of the snack. Because he can stand on top of the snack and be in your way. So I guess I can show that this time when I enter the level. And so I'll just show this again. And I'll probably just do this for a couple... Okay, you want to hit all the snacks. So this will perfect. I will be able to show you what werewolf cycle looks like when you don't make it, most likely. It's a fairly tight cycle, but it's pretty doable. Once you get more familiar with the game mechanics of dashing around, you should be able to get it relatively quickly. I don't know if that's accurate or not. It's been a while since I'm new to the game, but see, he's right there, and then you get hit by him, and then you don't make that cycle. And so basically he'll just stand over here if you do make that cycle, and if you don't, then you either get hit by him and then just walk through and collect the snack, or you can you can do some things where you jump over him. And then, yeah, we're basically going to go into the next level, Hedge 2, which is possibly, actually, this is the most important level of your entire hundo run. And it's for one very specific reason. If you all have ever tried to hundo the game and you did not do this specific thing that I'm about to show, you're going to realize that you cannot get 100%. This is called Yeet Cycle. I did not hit it. Basically, there's an invisible ledge along this wall where you can climb up it faster. If you miss it, there's ledges back there that you can just jump back to this platform. It saves 2 seconds. It's just a very small movement optimization. I probably get it like 30% of the time. That's how finicky it is. So like, you basically just jump at the wall and go for it. And if you get it, cool. You just save 2 seconds because you can jump right up. And if you don't, then, oh no, you lost 2 seconds in your 2-hour hundo run. I'm gonna cry. But this is the most important part of the run. You have to talk to Don Knotts here, because Don Knotts gives you the lampshade and slippers. Post up, Scooby. Now, I'm going to quickly run to the end of this level, and I'm going to leave, and I'm going to come back in. And I just want to show you something. If you forget to get the lampshade and slippers, Don Knotts will despawn, and you cannot get the lampshade and slippers.
Oh no! Oh no!
And so, this is why this level is the most important in the run, because literally, if you miss it, You cannot 100% the game. You have to reset. So I'm going to make my way back to Don Knotts here, and you're going to notice that he's just not there anymore. And I just will not be able to collect the lampshade and slippers. Ooh, I didn't know I could go back across that. Ow, there's a thing there. Oh no, where did Don Knotts go? Man, I sure hope I don't have 98% by the end of my run.
Oh.
Oh.
Is that on every version of the game?
Every version of the game. It is an oversight by the developers. It's just so unfortunate. So if you were ever like trying to hundo this game as a kid, if you were ever playing it, and you like were like, where's the last snack? Where's this? Where's that? Chances are you probably did miss a snack because there's a lot of troll snacks in this game, which I will show obviously because I mean you have to collect them. Or if you're at 98% specifically, it's because you didn't talk to Don Knotts and you didn't get the lampshade and slippers. It's really fun. But basically, we're going to collect these. And when you collect an upgrade, it's important to note that if you are running or moving, you will not play the animation that it gives you. So I can run around, but as soon as I skid to a stop, I will post up. You don't want to post up. So generally, you want to collect these. Okay. Generally, you want to collect these and jump out of it. And then you're just going to B-tash, bass, fat monster that pops out. And then you're going to jump, get these snacks. And basically, we're just going to straight line out of here. We're just going to jump, get these snack boxes, and then jump through here. And you're going to notice, well, what about those snacks in the background? Well, we could get them right now, but we actually have to come back through here with the plungers upgrade anyway. So we're going to shark all those snacks in the back, and we're just going to do some backtracking to get them later on. Because, and then we post up at the end. Normally, you post up when you hit the X button. You hit the X button, you enter, and then you post up as, like, it fades out. But we're actually going to backtrack for these snacks later. So if you ever see me intentionally miss snacks that are like in the background or, you know, too high or whatnot, that is because we are intentionally missing them because we have to come back later. And that's because for the general pathing, we have to go through hedge twice because we use a shortcut to get to Misbehaving early so that we can get, so we can fight Green Ghost early. And so we don't have to go through all of Skull Cliff. Because Skull Cliff, there's some snacks that requires the umbrella and the soap. So we actually, Skull Cliff is one of the last levels we do. And since we can skip into Misbehaving early and skip basically Skull Cliff, that is why we're backtracking. And then, so I'm going to save here again. And then basically, we're going to try to make a cycle here. It's pretty important that you make this cycle, but it's relatively easy. You just jump here, jump on this rat, release the R button, and you're going to walk, dig up this snack that's here. And then you're going to jump along these arcs. You can double jump both of those if, you know, if you're having trouble just single jumping those. It doesn't really lose you time. And then you want to jump over this tar here and then make this cycle where you get around that scarecrow. And then you want to jump, get this, and then dash through to hedge 4. And this is where we will go. I'm going to show it again in tandem. And so basically, when we jump off this spider, you release the R button so that you don't skid, so you can immediately just walk up and dig. Because if you land with the R button, you like release it, you'll skid, as I mentioned at the beginning, because skidding just happens when you release the R button while you're on the ground. But if you're in the air and you release the R button, you will not skid. Basically, just do a series of single jumps, and then get through that, and then walk here, and then, well, I guess run there, and then I'll try to use run instead of walk because walking is actually walking and running is running. So I'll try to be very clear about what I'm meaning. And then we're going to make our way into hedge 4. Now hedge 4 is interesting because there is a trick known as Shaggyless, which I was contemplating showing or not showing. I will just show it because why not? Basically, this is an auto-scroller. We have made this auto-scroll shorter by abusing iframes. So basically, I'm going to save here actually. Basically, if we get damaged, we have iframes and we can run further. So if we have 5 health, we have 4 right now, we'll get 5. But if we have 5 health, essentially, we can just skip parts of this level. So I will show Shaggyless here. And basically, there's 2 forms of Shaggyless. I will show the safe version because there's a snack arc that's really high up that personally I can't get the snack arc myself consistently, so I don't expect you all to get it consistently either. But normally, do I have 5 health? I don't have 5 health. Also, you can press the Y to show your health. I don't know why I didn't press Y. But normally, you're supposed to have 5 health here. I must have taken a hit or something, so I won't be able to actually show it. But this is the arc that I was talking about, and normally you can just run off a Shaggy from here and go forward. Instead, I'm going to have to ride him a bit further because I do not have 5 health. The reason we want 5 health is because 5 health will actually allow us to have the proper amount of damage. So here I have 5 health, so I'm just going to jump off of here, and now we will start doing Shaggyless, which is just going through this level without Shaggy's help. This is some really hard movement that I'm not really going to go over a lot. This is kind of an advanced technique. I'm just showing it for prosperity's sake, just because if you run Hundo, you will end up learning this trick because it saves a good amount of time, because otherwise you have to ride Shaggy the whole time, and no one wants to ride Shaggy the whole time. Be sure to jump up and get that snack there, or not, like food thing. It's like a health pack. And then you're just going to jump over and then on through, and then you will be at the end. You're going to notice we have 1 health. Now I'm going to do this again. I will do Shaggyless again, but basically doing it with Shaggy is just riding Shaggy the whole time. This trick saves probably like a minute. I don't know how much it saves. Don't ask me. I don't know. It saves a good bit of time though, rather than riding Shaggy. But the reason that you might want to not do it is because you, again, at the end, you saw me with 1 HP. And the next level is a very precarious level that you can get hit in really easily. And if you get hit, you die. So if you get hit, you'll actually be sent back, and then you'll have to do the level over again. And then it's going to be very annoying. And so just for speed's sake, I'm going to do Shaggyless again, but normally you just wait for him and then you just ride him the whole way. I don't really need to show it. But yeah, basically just want to collect all these snacks. This little, do Shaggyless again here, and we're basically going to make our way past this auto-scroller. Make sure you collect all the snacks. And obviously, if you mess up and then you hit the ground, right, you automatically just lose if you miss too many snacks on your way over. So it's a pretty risky strat, not just because of this level, but because of the next level as well. You don't need to hit that warp gate, but I did just because, I don't know, I'm moving the control stick weird. And then you're going to pay the snack gate and you're going to go through this level. This next level called Greenhouse, and this will actually be the first level we're going to 100%, and you will see the 100% confirmation. So up until now, you pretty much kind of could have forgot some snacks in certain levels and backtracked for them later on because you're going back through those levels again. But now, if you miss a snack, you have to go back and get it. There's no, oh, I'm coming back through Hedge 2 later, I can get the snack that I missed. Now you really have to 100%. Every snack, you have to hit every snack. So now if you start missing, there's no second chance thing that you can do. And so the reason that Shaggyless is hard is not just because not just because of the Shaggyless movement, which is hard in and of itself to get over here. It leaves you with 1 health. And this room has very precarious hitboxes, specifically around green gas that spits out of plants' mouth. And so I might die here, but I'll just try to show this level as it's going. You're going to hold right, you're going to jump, and then as soon as you jump, you're going to dash, collect these snacks, and then you're going to want to jump over here. Again, you can get hit by that, you can get by him. If you get hit by anything right now, you will die. There's arrows here that you want to dodge, and then you get a snack, you get a health pack there. You want to jump over this, and then you want to go on that chandelier. You want to jump back through here. Now we're at 2 health, so we're kind of fine now. But the thing is that now we have to go through here. So here's a really cool trick. It's actually relatively easy. We're just going to be on the chandelier. This is only on the 1.0 version of the game. Yeah. So I'll show the 1.1 version as well. So I guess I will make a save state here. Basically, we're just going to hold upright, and then eventually we're gonna pop through. And then you can just hold upright, and then I'll just pop through eventually. Whoop, and then you just jump, and now you're on the other side of the boxes. And then we're basically going to dash here, and it's very important that right now you do not just like go in. You're going to jump in at a very specific angle here because there's a cutscene trigger here. And so basically this cutscene is kind of hard to avoid, but you're basically just going to hug the wall, and you can jump on this little angle on the wall here. If you hit the wall, you take damage. I thought you took damage. Maybe you don't take damage, but now you're going to be here, and you're going to try to land on this route here while collecting that snack. It's pretty easy to hit the cutscene, as you see right there. Well, we're back here now. Just right through it. Sometimes that can happen. You just go back to it and just hold upright. Normally it's pretty lenient, and you just kind of do it. But it's pretty easy to hit the cutscene trigger. It's a pretty precise jump, but basically you're just aiming for the route, and then you just want to run. And typically if you're on the route and you're just running forward, you will collect that snack. So as long as you get to this positioning, you should be pretty free from not getting hit from the cutscene trigger. And then you're going to jump back across. And then basically whatever cycle these are on, just jump on them and make your way through while collecting these snacks. Now you got a second health pack. So now you're kind of feeling good. But this is the part where you get hit a lot at. Because that gas is harder to avoid than I made it seem. That is generally how you want to avoid those gas monsters. But essentially, if you double jump, you can basically have monsters attack. You can trigger their attacking animation if you double jump close enough to them, and then you can kind of jump away and then not get hit by them. So if you're ever getting chased by a monster, and you'll see me do this more later on, you can kind of double jump away, because double jumping kind of gives you some iframes. And so it doesn't actually give you iframes, but it like shifts your hitbox, so it's just harder to get hit. I don't know why. I can't explain to you why, but it's just harder to get hit if you double jump. So you want to double jump around the gas so you are less likely to get hit by the gas. And so I will show a version difference here where, so if you have the 1.1 version, you won't be able to clip through those boxes. So instead, you would just collect these snacks as normal, and then you would jump over here, and then there's an invisible collision somewhere along this wall right there. Okay, I found it. I didn't practice this because I forgot that this existed until now. But there is a ledge somewhere along this wall, which I will find again, I promise. Do I promise? Oh my god, I'm choking. It should be like right here. We all saw me get it.
Oh, yeah.
We all saw me get it. Please. I'm so sad.
It definitely happened.
It happened. I actually have never done this trick before because I have 1.0.
Yeah.
Oh. Is it just that? Oh, okay. Apparently there's multiple things along this wall. Okay, I'm so sad. But you get the idea. Can I do this? This is embarrassing. Okay.
Nah, you're good.
I don't know how to do this, man. I'll fully admit it. I don't understand. But you would want to do that, and then you would basically just jump up to the top and then collect the snacks that we collected in the back there, just backwards. It does lose time.
Gotcha.
If you do have 1.0, you'll basically just want to go back up and collect those. And for this sake, since I cannot do the trick, apparently, I completely forgot that it existed. So that's my bad. I should have practiced it, but, you know, I'm not going to sit here and try to figure it out for forever because I've never done it before in my life. I'll just show this again. And we'll just collect these snacks. Try to make this quick.
So we've got 2 questions from chat.
All right.
Well, 1 question from chat and 1 my question. Is there a major difference between like the PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube versions?
Okay. Yes. So the biggest difference is that you're going to, so just generally zooming out, load times. PS2 has the slowest load times. No one runs on PS2 besides Jolly Zigzagoon because he's a mad lad. Staple in the community. He's actually, he's like one of the best hundo runners actually. Currently, right now, he's number 2 on the leaderboard. But he has run on PS2 before because he used to run on PS2. But generally, no one runs on PS2 because you literally lose like 10 minutes to loads. It's pretty brutal. You lose a lot of time to loads. Actually, we'll just let the music play. Hopefully, I don't get chased by this guy. But and then the Xbox version has pretty similar loads to GameCube. But the difference with Xbox and GameCube, the biggest difference is that you cannot do pause storage, which is where you can warp from anywhere. I'm not displaying it in this run, of course, but that's why we generally play on GameCube, because pause storage is generally faster. And for Hundo specifically, it is just straight up faster to play on GameCube because certain snacks are placed differently on the Xbox version of the game, specifically in Coast 2, which we will get to later on. We have a little bit to go, but I'll remember to tell you, show you that difference. Basically, the boxes are just higher up, so you can't like one cycle the boxes. So you probably lose like 10-20 seconds just in Coast 2 alone, because the snack boxes are just placed higher up, so you have to jump to get them. Like you have to jump twice to get them. You can't just single jump into them. Normally we single jump on the GameCube version, but outside of that, there's very few off the top of my head that I can think of that is like for sure. Also, I don't think, I do not know if you can do the through the box clip on Xbox if you're trying to run Xbox Hundo. Also, Xbox has creepy early, but it doesn't save any time in this run, like in Hundo. So it's not very important. It does save like 4 minutes in any percent, which is why there's a category split there. And why people run Xbox only for CE pretty much. But for Hundo, GameCube is just de facto the fastest because of the way snacks are positioned, and because we have invisible fish nets that we can jump on. We can clip through that box there on this version of the game. We can do a lot of little small things that probably add up to about a 30, 45, maybe a minute of time saves. So it's not that big. So you can like Hundo on Xbox and be perfectly fine. You'll just have to do a couple different like routing adjustments. What was the other question? I forgot.
This is like 2002. Version 1, version 1.1, is it like a label difference? Like, how do you distinguish between the two?
Yes. So it's on the disc itself.
Okay.
And I believe it just says 1.0 or 1.1. I am not 100% sure. I should be 100% sure. I think that's how it works. If Jax is still in the chat, he could probably confirm. But it's on the disc itself. So if you're buying it from eBay, just look at the disc and you should be able to see it on it. And if you are, you know, if you're confused to what to look for, in the Scooby Discord, there are people that definitely know what they're talking about there. And I think we even have like a tutorial or like an image that just shows you like the difference between the discs on 1.0 and 1.1 buried somewhere. Maybe it's on the SRC page, but yeah, you're gonna slowly see throughout this run that I know a lot about running the game, but like the super technicality, like overworld stuff, I am kind of shoddy on a little bit. That's because
that's totally fair.
Okay, it is on the disc. Okay, I knew it was on the disc. I just don't know exactly where on the disc. I think it's on like the bottom layer.
Gotcha.
And I don't have my Wii down here, so I can't even look at the disc. So that's unfortunate. Because I didn't bring it down here. Also, yeah, I'm in a different space, by the way, if you remember. This is my studio. Basically, it's so I can talk, because it's like 12 a.m. here, so I didn't want to wake up my parents. So I'm down here. I'm sure
they appreciate it.
Yeah. And so basically, we're going to continue. Basically, I think we collected all the snacks. I don't think I missed any. We'll find out, because a good thing about this game is that you get a confirmation at the end of every level if you missed a snack or not. So here we're going to do...
Which is so far ahead of its time.
Yeah, it's very nice. Basically, you're just going to go through here, just do some simple movement. I like to single jump through these because it's faster. You can double jump those just to make them quicker. And then basically, you're going to do a lot of running through here because dashing is only faster over long distances. Normally, you don't want to dash off the edge. I almost did it again. Okay. Here we go. We're just going to do this again. But yeah, so And again, going back to Shaggyless, the reason that it's so hard is because basically you have so many instances to get hit. That's what it's supposed to look like. And then you're just going to jump over here, and then I should get it 100%. It says all snacks collected. So now I know for sure that I have completed Greenhouse because it says all snacks collected. And so basically, like, I on my splits, and I think a lot of runners do this, they actually have like hedge, like on my splits I have hedge post up because you literally like post up like that, and you're like, ooh. Also, this is what the lampshade and slippers do. We're not going to use them at all because obviously we're moving really slowly. You can sneak past enemies, but we don't need to. Obviously, we're just going to move around them because it's slow. But you do this by holding Z and R if you want to know. Just, you know, you can make Scooby kind of move around silly. But and then so normally we have like, so Greenhouse, I have Greenhouse and then 100%. So like it signifies to me that I should see the all snacks collected icon pop up, and so I should have all the snacks collected. And so we're just going to pay this snack gate, and we're going to make our way into the helmet levels, or I guess they're called the hill levels. I always call them helmet. I like to call it helmet 3 specifically because that's where the helmet upgrade is located. But we're on our way to the helmet upgrade, and coincidentally all these other snacks. And so here in these next 2 levels are probably the hardest levels that you will do in this run. 2 of the hardest ones. So here, you're basically, actually let me rewind that a bit. So when you spawn in, you're going to immediately hold right and charge immediately, and then move up to dash around this guy, and then get that snack box. You're going to run over here, jump, get these 4 snacks, and then boom. That is the cycle that you're going to try to make. If you get hit, no worries. You'll just, you know, jump through here. Just make sure you don't get hit by the tree branch. And then here is a really fun trick, actually. You're going to stand around here, and we're going to jump on some invisible collisions, and we're going to get up to the top of the tree here. So we're going to kind of jump out and back, get to this first ledge, and then we're going to jump out and back again. All right, there we go. Sometimes it can be a bit finicky, but basically just, I mean, you can literally see the ledge that I'm jumping on because I'm hitting my head there. So you want to jump out and around it, land on it, and then basically jump on this tree. So out and back, and then just like out, and then like down right onto the tree. And then you're going to jump up, and then you're going to go this way. You're going to collect these snacks, collect these on the way down. You're going to dig up this snack box, and I believe that is the last snack box we dig up. So I don't think we're going to use the shovel anymore throughout the run. And then you're going to do it again. So, and then you're going to get up to the top again, and then we're just going to collect all these. Try not to get hit by the bats. And this jump is kind of tricky. You're going to really want to delay that jump. Basically like jump, delay it, and get the arc. And basically if you don't delay it, you know, you can like do the, well, okay, well, I'm too good. If you don't delay it, you can fall. But if you fall, you can jump basically like back up on this lamppost, and then you can jump back up onto the tree. So if you fall here, no worries. There is a backup with this lamppost because you can just jump up here and then whoop, right back up to the tree. So if you fall, no worries. On this side, you can just do that. If you fall over there, obviously you can do the same one, and you're basically just going to complete these arcs. This is also another precarious jump. You're going to do the same kind of jump. It's a bit more lenient, and just get all those snacks on the way down. And then you're basically just going to make your way through here. You will get hit a lot by these swinging trees. I get hit by them some basically, and when you get hit by them, it's not that bad because you can use the iframes to get through the next one. And then here we're going to jump twice in place, so we land right on that snack and avoid the caveman. And then we're going to get hit by these tree limbs because this level is the worst level ever. Bonk that spider and then go through. And that's actually the reason why this level is so hard, is because of those swinging tree branches. It's so easy to die in this level. It's a pretty frustrating level, and that jump up to the top can be a bit tricky sometimes, but it's mainly the tree branches swinging, because you'll be like, bro, I didn't get hit by that. Like, it hit me from a mile away, and you would be right. It did hit you from a mile away, and you should be upset because I'm upset. But we're going to make it to the next level, which is I would say the second hardest level you're going to do, because we're going to do a pretty hard trick. Oh my god, that's not the hard part of the level. You're supposed to just hit those snacks. And you're going to hit these. So here. There are snacks over here in the background, and there are snacks back here. How do we get up there, you ask me? This is the funnest jump that you will learn. Basically, what I like to do is kind of approach from out here. I like to hold, excuse me. I like to hold right on the D-pad, and then once I get over here, I like to hold up left on the D-pad, and then, do I hold R? No, I don't hold R. And then you basically jump on this little collision here. And then now you're up here. If you jump too far forward, you can land on this. It falls and dies. Unfortunate, but I don't hold the R button here. But we're just going to hold right. And basically, as you're approaching, you're going to hold right as you approach. And then when you jump, you're going to like roll forward into the upright position. It's a pretty like feel-based trick. And that's like the best way I can explain it. You're literally just gonna have to just like, you know, put in that work. But yeah, I basically like the first jump I like to hold right, and then the second jump I hold up right. And then you're gonna be on this little collision here, and we're going to jump back to here. Now once we're here, we're going to jump over here. This is pretty self-explanatory. Platforming. We're gonna double jump twice there again to avoid that caveman, and this will be one of the hardest jumps you will do. I can't even do it that well. I will try to show it to you, but basically you're going to run off here, collect these snacks, and because this platform falls, basically what happens when a platform falls, you are sucked down. You saw that I got sucked down. Actually, I'll not double jump. I'll just jump. And literally, it just drags you down. And you're like, oh, that's super cringe. Because you want to collect these snacks, and you do like that. That jump is way harder than it looks. The general idea is that you want to really like run off and then like delay the jump a lot to make it over. Apparently, I'm really good at this game. Normally, I don't hit this jump. But you just want to jump down and like pretty much like right as you're about to hit this here, you'll want to delay. Like you'll delay it until you hit right there and kind of run off. And then if you miss it, you die, right? And then also, if you miss that snack too, you die, and then you have to do it all over again.
No.
And there's normally you die there. Apparently there's a ledge where you can't, where you don't die. That's interesting. I didn't know that existed. That's kind of cool. But normally you just want to guarantee that you hit those snacks on the way down. This is the general idea, that you just guarantee these snacks on the way down. And if you die, like whatever, you know what I mean? You can basically just run back and then basically just do it again. You're going to lose a lot of time, but at least you have like cleared the jump. Because when I first started running Hundo, I probably died at that jump a lot of times. So I'm going to try to do it again. Let's see if I can do it. Okay, nice. Basically, as you jump down, you kind of want to hold down right a bit more so you can get that snack on the outside, so you don't, that last snack in that arc, you kind of want to be holding it down right and kind of rolling it. Again, very, very feel-based, but that's generally what you're going to try to do. That jump's really hard, and basically you're just going to jump, get that snack arc here, and then try to get this without dying. And basically wait for this to go a bit, and then you can jump back, and then, hey, we're going to do this again. And just a quick tip is that if you do not like that trick or this trick, what I'm doing here, this is actually kind of optional. You will lose a decent amount of time, but you can actually come back here and backtrack later with the soap upgrade. The soap just allows you to basically like put a bubble around enemies, and then you can jump on them. And so like coming back with the umbrella and like the soap makes this platforming stuff very, very easy. But again, since you're backtracking, it loses a bit of time, but it's actually not the most punishing thing, because when we backtrack later to Skull Cliff at the very end of the game, we spawn in Hill 3. And so we just go to, this is Hill 2, so it's just the level right next to it. So it's a little bit of backtracking, so it's not the worst, but it is an option in case you just really can't get this down and it's making you mauled. You know what I mean? So again, we're just gonna hold right, hold up, upright. Try to do this with awful camera angle. Okay, I'm just gonna take the death. Normally want a bit better of a camera angle than that, but we're gonna do the same thing and just make our way up again, and then we're going to do more platforming. Nice. Okay, normally you want to hit those snacks on the way over. These platforms respawn, so you can jump back to that ledge that you were at before, and then you're gonna want to just jump through all these. You can single jump them. I recommend double jumping. It just, you know, guarantees it, because again, you can get sucked down by basically when a platform falls, you get sucked down. So if there's ever a platform falling, typically you want to double jump over that so you don't just get sucked down to your death, because it's really annoying. And then now that this level's over, you have cleared one of the hardest things you're going to clear. It is very nice. So up next is Hill 3. There's like a little skid that you can do at the beginning by holding right. Just a little skid. And then basically you're going to jump and get this snack box. And then, as I mentioned before about backtracking, we're going to want to get this warp gate. So we're just going to double jump here, and then we're going to dash past this witch, get this warp gate, and then go back up. And now we will go up the hill. This is a pretty straightforward level. Just dash through, hit all the snacks. Jump on this bat, get up there, and then basically just jump on your merry way. There is no boulder cycle in this level. You just kind of go with it. There's no good cycle here. It's just walk through, collect the snacks, jump over this monster so he doesn't hit you, and then just make your way up using charge movement, jumping along these rocks here, and then again just jumping over these monsters. Here I can walk past him, and then we're going to get the helmet upgrade. And then, okay, normally you're supposed to just dash again to cancel that, and now I should have all snacks collected. I do, so now we have 100% another level. And then we're going to actually run down, and we're going to take the shortcut back to Mr. Machine. So here we're actually going to hold up instead of down, because there's snacks up here that if we spawn in and we just hold down, we will miss them. I'll just demonstrate that real quick since we're just right here. As you go down, you will miss that one snack. Again, we need all the snacks. So we're just going to hold up, make sure we hit that snack, and then we're going to immediately just dash down. And then we're going to go through here. This gate will open up from the back. And then we will take the shortcut back to Mr. Machine. Oh. And then here, you're going to notice that we left these snacks in the cubby here. We're just going to come collect these snacks in the cubby, and then we'll get 100% in this first area as well. And then we're going to make our way to this warp gate, and then we will warp to Shock on the Dock. And so we're actually going to go into Fishy now. So this is a major sequence break that we're about to do here. We're going to do a trick known as Galoshes Skip. Basically, you want to spawn in and get that snack, and then you're going to jump on this barrel, and then jump off the barrel on here. That's it. Okay. This is really hard. This is actually a pretty hard trick. Basically, you're going to land on kind of like the back half of this barrel here. As you can see, there's not much room for you to maneuver on here, but you kind of want to jump near the back half, because we can actually just jump over onto this invisible ceiling, and then we can drop into Fishy. And normally you need the galoshes to basically just smash through these boxes, but there's just a low-hanging wall, so we can just jump over this. We actually did this in old NE% before, when we did Fishy in it, and so at first this trick can be pretty hard because it's pretty precise, but like as you get through it, you know, it'll just get more and more persistent. I'll just show it a couple times. You basically want to roll off the barrel while you land on it, like pretty much land like almost like where that window is, and then just jump on this low-hanging ceiling. And then a tiny optimization here that you can go for is when you fall on this barrel, and then you can actually press the B button, and then you can break the barrel, which holds one snack in it, and then it's the middle barrel that holds one snack, and then now we can make our way into Fishy. So immediately into Fishy, now that we are super sequence breaking, we're just going to run here, collect these two snacks by jumping, and then jump down to the floor immediately. And here, we have some ice physics on the ground here. And so ice physics means that, like, you know, turning is a little bit difficult. And then here is a pretty troll snack. It's pretty hard to get, but basically you'll want to just jump down and just hold upright and just jump down on that snack. I should have save stated sooner than that, but we'll just show it again. Basically, we want to collect these 2 snacks and just drop down again. And then basically when you change directions on the ice, you're going to want to jump to alter your direction. And then upright on the control stick, jump down into that, and then again, you're going to jump straight up. This is another troll snack. It's pretty... I'm just going to kill this guy. It's pretty hard to collect, but sometimes you're going to need to, like, when you do it, you're going to have to retry it a couple times. I just, you know, I've just played this game way too much. So, but we're just going to move on from that. You'll probably have to retry those snacks a couple times. And so here, you're going to notice that these treadmills, basically if you're walking against them, you move very slowly. So how we're going to operate these treadmills is that we're going to jump when we're traveling against them, and when we're traveling with them, obviously we will take them. Because when we're traveling with them, we go faster, and then obviously here we're going slower. So basically you want to jump as soon as you land on these treadmills to save your momentum. Then this is some of the hardest movement you're going to do. Again, this category is not very trick focused, but it's very movement heavy. And then you're going to drop down here. I will show this whole level again because it's pretty crazy to follow. And basically you're going to follow this snack line back here to this snack here, immediately start dashing and hit this button. So this will be another really hard movement trick to do, mainly because I find that when I was a newer runner, doing like delay based jumps are really hard for me. And basically you're going to take this this trampoline, and before I do that, you're going to see I make this really big arc into the air. We can cancel that if we jump. So when you jump on here, you're going to want to jump down here, and then I'm just going to show off this movement. We're going to travel with the things, and we're going to jump off of here, not miss it. Pretty easy to hit, pretty easy to miss. Yeah, and we're gonna jump over here, and we're gonna jump out and get that snack, then jump on top of here, collect all these snacks here, and then you're gonna want to jump down here because there's a snack right there. Jump and get that snack, and then you're gonna want to jump over. And now you're good. You understand, right? You get it?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
That was so simple.
It's very simple. Yeah. So let's do it again. I'll do it one more time in tandem, just to show you how smooth this level can be. Basically, again, you're just going to jump immediately to the ground. We collect those 2 snacks just because when we jump back up to them, it's easier to collect them. It's harder to collect them when we jump back up. Try to get the troll snacks here, walk around that fish, go back onto the snack line, jump up here, get that one troll snack, and then kind of jump off there, back here, and then we're going to do some more, not drop down to the floor. But as you can see, the treadmills are really hard for movement. This is like some of the hardest movement you're going to do because it's really hard to control your momentum. And then you'll want to collect that snack and then drop down. Follow these snack lines here. Ooh. You know, follow the snack lines, not like turn in circles like I'm doing. And then, oh, yeah, one thing I didn't mention. I can't charge right now on the ground. So if you want to initiate the charge, you have to jump and then charge as you land. So when we jump to get the snack box, we immediately start charging so that we make it over to this button. And then obviously if you don't, you have to jump and then retry and hit the button. So if you're wondering how I was doing that, that is how. You basically just jump to cancel it, and then come back, get this snack. Again, press A button, cancel your momentum in the air so you don't go really high on the trampoline. And then you're going to make it out here, jump out, get that snack, and then basically just collect everything up here. And then again, going to drop down, try to hit this snack. Nice. Oh. And then just try to cancel your momentum here. And then make your way into Fishy 2. that is, as you're gonna quickly see, is that this run is very movement intensive. So a lot of the things, we're not gonna do a lot of flashy tricks, but the movement is really hard to do. So it offers a unique challenge from like typically like a lot of the other categories are pretty trick focused, and this is one is like pretty much all movement. There's a couple tricks that we have to do that are like pretty hard, but a lot of it's just like move good, forehead. So here we're gonna make our way into Fishy 2. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna hold down left on the control stick, and then we're going to jump down to the bottom here, and we're gonna collect 3 snacks and a key, and then we're gonna jump back up to the platform that we're on. Okay? 3 snacks, that key, jump back up here, and then we're gonna jump over here. Then we're gonna follow these platforms over here, and then we're gonna make this platform cycle. There is a cycle known as Fishy 2 cycle, which is really fast. I can't do it. Full disclosure, I will not be making that cycle, but I will show what the cycle is supposed to look like, because I will get there soon enough, just not soon enough to make the cycle. And we're basically going to make our way back down here. And the reason I can't make that cycle is because it's ridiculously close. Then you're basically just going to run off and jump over here. Okay. You're going to run off and jump over there. So you can actually make this jump easier if you do what is known as a skid jump, where we dash off, release the R button, and then you can just extend your coyote frames so you can jump a bit later. It makes certain jumps easier. And so do it again. Basically run off here, release the R button, and then you can skid jump up there. And so it basically just allows us to just jump further and longer distances. You're going to collect that snack box, come back to it, ride it up again, and then basically just literally B dash left, collect this key here, because we need all 4 keys to open the door at the end of this level. And you're just going to literally just B dash in a straight line until you come here, drop down, hit these snacks, follow the snack line, and then you're going to jump here, because jumping is the best way to, change your momentum. So if you want to go left, you just jump and go left immediately, because if I was going forward and then just want to turn left, it's a very wide turn, as you see. And then basically you're going to hop on this platform. Sometimes that platform can be a bit annoying, and it won't trigger, like this. And so normally when you hit the button, you just wait on here for a while, and then you jump on it. You have to like really wait for whatever reason. And then you're going to want to collect this snack box, ideally not getting hit, and then just jump back down to the ground here. You're going to jump around here, collect these snacks, and then basically just kind of just hold straight down and just kind of jump. And so, and then you're going to want to jump out and back here. So normally this this platform would be going up. So hitting Fishy 2 cycle would be getting to that platform in time to just ride it up like that without having to wait for it. Normally, if you do this in sequence, which I will show again because that was a lot, you it's just really tight, which I will just show how tight it is because I will likely not make it. And if I do make it, I'm sick. Again, when this cutscene plays, we can kind of skid down left, just holding the R button again, running down left, skidding a bit. Then we're going to jump down. Hopefully make this cycle. Nice! Let's go! That was sus. Alright. And then here, when we jump across here, we're gonna try to collect these 3 snacks here. We're gonna kind of run off. Collect those 3. And then we're just gonna basically just drop right back down to the floor. And collect this snack line. Jump back. And then just make our way through here again. And then when we get to the top here, you can jump a bit early, and then you can skid jump off again by charging with the B button while you're releasing the R button, and you will skid. Come over, get this snack box over here, drop back down, go back up here. I'm definitely not making this cycle. And then not getting hit by that crab. And then basically just run all across the top here, just B dashing the whole time, and then jumping down. Boop. This snack line. And then again, I'm going to run on this thing for a bit. It's on the ground, it's on the ground. Now I'm going to jump over. Again, if you jump on it immediately, it'll just like not register because this game's really good. It's just that platform for whatever reason. The trigger just is not very nice to you. And then we're basically going to try to jump over all these things. Jump on this box, jump up there. So you see, that is the cycle that I want to make. That platform just left without me. It's a very, very tight cycle. And so generally if you miss it, you just have to wait. You'll actually see in my current Hundo PB, I waited. I did not make the cycle. That flying fish can be a bit annoying, but it's all right. And we can just move on to Fishy 3. So Fishy 3, what we're going to do is we're going to dash off the platform that we spawn on immediately and then go down and collect a snack line. And we're going to try to make a platform cycle here. It's really tight, so hopefully I get it first try. We'll see. And if I don't, then unfortunate. We're just immediately going to dash off here. 2 snacks, and then you jump backwards, collect that snack, then you're going to go back here, jump on this. Oh, you want to jump on the trampoline and then like cancel your momentum, and then normally you just jump up and make this platform cycle. And the reason you want to make that platform cycle is so you don't have to walk down and collect that snack. Because normally this platform will be on the bottom and you can just jump straight through. And then you're going to jump up. But I will try to show the cycle without turbo choking this time, hopefully. I am bad. This cycle's pretty hard. As you can see, this cycle's pretty hard. There we go. I think I should make it now. I got cooked. I'm so sad. So you can hit these ropes. As you saw, I got hit by the ropes, but I would have made that platform cycle. You can get hit by the ropes. It's all right. No worries if you do, but you just want to try to jump around them, which you'll see that more up ahead. But I didn't really feel like tipping that cycle forever, so we're just going to jump through here. This is a place where you can get hit by those ropes like that. You saw me getting dragged about. And then you're going to jump here and try to get these snacks on the way down. I missed that jump. This jump is actually really hard because of the camera angle. It's actually pretty... Also, I'm just going to kill this guy. This jump is pretty difficult, but normally you can do that. Sometimes you can fall there as well, and then you have to redo the whole thing, and that's not very fun. And then we're basically just going to make our way, just jumping through these platforms, and then... basically just walk down here, wait for that platform cycle, and then you're basically going to jump through, and then try to hit that snack on your way down, and then you're going to follow this snack line back, and then guess what? We're going to go right back where we came from and follow this snack line. This is more of a straightforward pathing. I'll show it again, this time fast, hopefully. And yeah, then we'll move forward. This level's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I'm going to make the cycle. But the top platform can be a bit tricky because, again, you can kind of get screwed. Ooh! Well, I made the cycle. I did not hit the snack, though, which is sad. All right, I tried to be cute. I wasn't cute. But yeah, basically, if you don't make the platform cycle, you just ride the platforms. You lose probably 10, 15. So it's in your best effort to try and get the cycle, but it's not the end of the world. And then, again, we're just going to jump through here, collect these snacks. Try not to get hit by that guy. And then basically, like, if you miss these snacks, you can just wait for the platform and just use the platform and just retry with the platform until you get them, like I did. That jump is pretty tricky. Just because of the depth perception, it's kind of hard to see. I'm so sad. I meant to collect that snack there, but whatever. And then again, just jumped around. If you don't hit that on the way down, you can just retry it. Again, that snack too, and then we're just going to out and back. And then if you miss the treadmills, guess what? They're back. Smile. Again, pretty much, and then we're also going to press A mid-air on that trampoline to cancel the momentum. Otherwise, you go like that. That's not fun. So we just press the A button, and then we can make our way into Fishy 4. So what you're going to do is you're just going to B dash right off the side here. We're going to ignore the not trampolines. We're going to ignore the treadmills and come back here later. Because there's a snack line on the ground here. Just walk it until you get the snack line. There's literally nothing else on the floor. There's nothing else here. There's a huge floor, nothing on it besides that line of snacks. Don't ask me why. So here we're going to try to single jump and basically just go along the treadmills here. I'm just going to kind of do this level how I do it. Ideally, you don't want to fall there. Oh, I'm so sad. All right, let's do it again. There is no real cycle to make, but just for prosperity's sakes, we'll just we'll do this line again. I'm actually gonna make another save state at the top here, just so we don't have to see me collect this line again, because just get the line and then come back up, and then like the actual room kind of starts now. So let's do that. So I'm gonna make a save state here, and then again. Some runners like to just double jump. I like to single jump because it's faster, and yeah, but it's harder to do. So sometimes you can get a camera angle shift there. If I can get it. Is it on the bottom side? I think it's on the bottom side. Never mind. It's on the bottom stack. Bottom stack, you can get a camera angle shift, which can screw you because it's a very annoying camera angle shift to have. If you jump too far back, you get this camera angle, and then you're like, oh, I can't see where I want to go. And then you're just here, so you have to jump all the way back here to reshift your camera angle. It's very annoying, but you're just gonna kind of want to travel with these treadmills, collect these snacks on your way, try to avoid flying fish. The snack's really hard to collect without getting hit by that flying fish. And then here, we're going to jump off this treadmill, and we're going to do another skid jump, where we're going to jump on the treadmill and immediately press B. We're going to dash forward, release the R button while we're dashing, and then we're going to skid jump to the platform to our top right. So that platform with that ice cube on it, this gargoyle's looking at it, that's where we are headed. And skid jumping makes this jump a bit easier. You can do this without skid jumping, but again, skid jumping just kind of makes it easier. So what we're going to do is just kind of be around here on this platform, and we're just going to beat that. We're going to press the B button. And then skid jump over here. It's a pretty tight jump. And then we're going to come back down. I'll show it again in a second. But you're going to jump down to that fish net, collect these snacks on the floor here, and then, doesn't matter if you missed that one, jump back up here, because again, you can get these snacks here, and then you're going to fall down, collect this snack line here. You're going to jump up here. Make sure you hit that warp gate, and then you're going to do a little jump like that just to get some snacks in that arc, and then we're going to jump up some invisible walls here. Wow, how convenient. And then we're going to jump over here to more invisible walls. Wow, how convenient. It's so nice. And we're going to jump up, hit that token, land here, and collect these two snacks. Now, these collisions are pretty free. You can pretty much just hold into the direction, and you will just jump onto these collisions. This jump, however, I made look a lot easier than it is. Basically, you want to jump off, and if you jump off too late, you get your double jump eaten. This is what skid jumping does. It basically allows your coyote frames a bit longer time. Otherwise, you just like jump up, but you want to run off, jump twice into this nook here. But if you miss it, you can, if you land on the ground, basically you'll want to jump on the fan here, and then jump up there. So basically, you want to go like kind of like up, like kind of up, kind of like right side here. Oh my god. Again, it's harder to do from the ground, but, and then you kind of go back left here, and then jump up here and get the snack box, and then you'll basically want to just jump up and get this token and line down, and then you're going to jump back up here, and you're going to hit the jump, and then you finish that snack arc that you collected before, you jump on here, and then again, hit the snack, the warp gate if you haven't, and then we should get all snacks collected right here. And we do. And then again, just make sure that you hit this warp gate. It is very imperative that you hit this warp gate here, because we need this warp gate for backtracking later on. So I will show the whole room again, just with the treadmills. Again, there's that line on the ground. I'm not going to show it again because it's not very important in terms of movement. Ow. Sometimes you can get hit. If you get hit and you drop all the way to the ground, unlucky, you know. But generally, you can avoid them. So that skid jump again. Again, to skid jump, you just release the R button while you're charging and while you're dashing off of something. Slide over, drop down here, collect these 2 snacks, kind of troll snacks, and then make your way over here. Get these 3 up there. Make your way up. Try to hit as many snacks in that arc as possible. Jump up these invisible walls. Whoop. Hopefully hit this jump. That jump is pretty hard to hit. If you don't hit it, do not worry. It's pretty precise. But you can just do the backup on the ground if you miss it. And then basically get that arc again. Want to hit this warp gate. You can hit it at any time. It doesn't really matter when you hit it. You can hit it on the way there, on the way back. Whatever, just make sure you hit it because again, we need this for backtracking. Which you will see in the next level as we will just like walk past a bunch of snacks. It'll be very fun. And you'll be like, why are we walking past snacks? We're coming back to them later because we need certain upgrades in order to collect them faster. Here we're going to hold direct left and immediately jump twice and get those snacks there. Now, there is a bit of a cycle here, so I will show the cycle that you will be going for here. You're just going to immediately jump as soon as you get control of your character. Hit those snacks ideally. And then you're going to single jump these 3 snacks, and then you're going to jump down to this trampoline. You can cancel your momentum early onto trampoline again by pressing the A button. And then you're going to get these snacks and drop down here. And then go into coast 1. So we're going to do this again. Okay. I'm bad. Okay. It's not this hard. It's pretty lenient. I'm just impatient. There we go. And you want to do that. And then 2 single jumps here. Get these snacks. Oop, I missed a snack on the way up on the trampoline. No worries. I will just jump back to it. I'm so sad. Nice. And then we drop down here. And then we're going to jump over the tar here. Because we can just jump over and we're going to go into coast 1. So coast 1, you're going to notice that we're going to start dropping a lot of snacks here. This is because we are not going to 100% coast until later on in this run. Basically, we're just going to dash through. We're going to collect some snacks on our way. It's not very important. We're going to come back here later because we need the umbrella in order to float up these trenches here. And then basically we're just going to make our way, dash around this caveman. And then collect some of these snacks. And then basically just collect as many of these as possible. It doesn't really matter if you miss any of these on your way over. And then here, we're going to try to do a cutscene skip. Again, if you miss any snacks back there, it's alright. So there's a cutscene here. Normally what you see us do in any percent is just dash off and die, which you can do this. This is easier. You lose a bit of time, but basically the cutscene is like 6 seconds long. So if you hit the cutscene, you're just looking. No one wants to look at it. You know what I mean? So what I tried to do is I tried to, you want to jump on this light post, or yeah, that light post. And basically you're going to, this jump is pretty hard, which is why we have that option, but you're basically going to jump as soon as you like cross that rock, and you're going to jump up on this post. And then once you're on this post, you can get those snacks on your way down. And you effectively skip the cutscene. That is what you want it to look like. Again, you pretty much just jump when your player marker like is right on that big rock. Like when Scooby's, pauses like kind of around there. Haha. And then jump up. And jump up and around the cutscene trigger. Get these snacks, and then we're going to make our way over. This is also a pretty hard jump here. Basically going to max range double jump. As you can see, it's pretty easy to miss. What I like to do is I like to go a bit further back. As you can see, there's this lip further back here. You want to kind of aim around this area when you attempt to jump. And then, as you can see, it's a very precise jump. There we go. And then you're gonna collect it like that. Again, if that jump is giving you too much problems, you can also backtrack technically for it, but that backtracking is pretty lengthy, and you would generally just want to hit that snack box. But we're going to come down, slide down here, collect all these snacks, and make sure that you do not run into that food there, because you can trigger the cutscene, because you just jumped around it. So the cutscene trigger is still there, so just make sure when you slide down, you don't slide back into the cutscene. And then basically you're gonna just charge through these boxes like this. This is because we charge them this way because it's easy to avoid the fish in this specific order. And the boxes also take time to spawn. The snack boxes take time to spawn. And then normally we're gonna enter this. So I'm gonna show that again. Oh, I'm back here. I should have saved state sooner. Actually, a quick thing that I will note is that you saw how the keys were on the ground when I first collected this. If you die in the second half of this level, like after the cutscene, if you die, the keys will elevate. This is why we. Oh my goodness. Also, if you die, you will just hit the cutscene trigger. I forgot about that. So if you die, you're gonna hit the cutscene trigger. But, so yeah, if you choose to run off and death abuse, basically when you break open these boxes, the keys will be hovering in the air, so you're going to have to jump for these keys, which is pretty annoying, but it just is what it is, and then you just do the order as per usual. But let's just make sure...
Is that just like... God.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, is that just like a programming oversight, or is there a reason for that?
We don't know. All we know is that it does happen, and we're lucky that it does happen because it allows Fishy Sipper to be possible. Otherwise, we could never collect those keys early. Because in 80%, we actually collect those keys early. But in this category, obviously, we don't need to because we have the helmet. Because normally we're here without the helmet in 80%, but we have the helmet, so we can just break up the boxes. So just make sure we have all the snacks here. Again, we're just going to run off here. And since I haven't died, the keys will fall to the ground. And then you see me moving away from the boxes as they're spawning. That is because when they're spawning, they're in the air, so we can't hit them while we're charging. So up next, drink some water if you haven't, chat. We're
Staying
going to
hydrated is important.
True. We're gonna make a cycle known as zero cycle. So, wait, no, there is no zero cycle. You don't even have to worry about it. Normally we make zero cycle, but it doesn't matter if you miss zero cycle. But generally, how you're gonna want to move down here is that you're gonna want to move, and basically you want to aim Scooby's head away from enemies, so you can just slide around them without getting hit. If you get hit, it doesn't really matter in Hundo because you have to collect these snacks over here, so you're not going to make a zero cycle regardless. You have to wait for the boxes no matter what. So you can get hit like once or twice and still like be fine and just make your way under here. And this is the area that I was talking about before. These snack boxes are higher up on Xbox and PS2, so you have to jump twice to get them. So it makes going through those pretty slow. I should talk about that jump. Okay, I actually have to talk a lot here. I'm just going to show this. And then we're gonna do it. Oh, I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I forgot to save state. I thought I did it. I swear I save stated. All right, I'm not gonna do that ever again. It's gonna be smooth on out. We're not gonna have to do all this again. I will do this as fast as possible. I am so sorry.
It's all good. Look, you're getting to show off the route again. That's making sure everybody knows it, right?
Yeah, show off this really hard movement. But again, if we try to walk through these snack boxes as they're spawning, we just won't hit them. I'll show that off here. See, I'm like not hitting it. So that's why I like kind of swing Scooby away from it, just so that they hit the ground and then I dash through them. Make the save state. Okay. So now I will show this again. Now the beginning part of this level doesn't matter too much. Again, you're going to want to try to just make your way around these enemies, but it's fine if you don't, because again, it's not that imperative that you make zero cycle. You need to make the cycle still, which I'm unsure if I'm going to make. Nope. So if you get hit, you can, you know, you can miss the cycle in general, but that is the cycle you want to go for, and it's way more forgiving than zero cycle is, because zero cycle you need to do that to make it. And then again, so these snack boxes are just higher up on Xbox and PS2, which is the main difference. And then these boxes that are smashing have some very strange attributes, which I will begin to talk about now. So these boxes suck. You're going to hate these boxes. You're going to die a lot on these boxes. We jump in a very specific manner. I'm going to pause this because the smashing noise is very loud. We jump on these boxes in a very specific manner. That is because when we jump up on these, they can just swallow us whole sometimes. If we're like in the air, it can swallow us whole. You can get boxed. I'm really good at not getting boxed, apparently, but you're supposed to be able to get boxed. Normally, come on, give it to me. Okay, I'm getting trolled. This game hates me. That can happen. That can happen. So normally that happens a lot more often on the boxes. So what we do is we try to jump on the wooden parts of the like the box. So we're not jumping on the box itself. And if we are jumping on the box, if the box is moving up, we want to be firmly planted on the box before it moves up. Because if you're on the box and it moves up, you generally won't get boxed. Sometimes you can get boxed because it's a bit cringe, but generally you won't get boxed if you are firmly planted as it rises. But if you are in the air as it rises, it will and you'll get killed and sent back to the beginning of the level. And to get up here, I kind of showed it off two times, but you want to be on this ledge here and then jump up. You actually can't jump up from right here. I almost died. You won't have enough height, but this little lip actually gives us the height that we need. So we just run back, ride it up, and then again we're gonna hit. You see, I hit the wooden frame here as I went up, and then just jump out of the way, and then make our way over. I'll do it one more time, just for prosperity's sake. When I jump up, I'm gonna run on it. It's gonna shoot me up, and then I'm going to land on this. I'm like slide through that thing there. Uh-oh. Okay, didn't get boxed. Nice. And then we're just gonna make our way. Again, you're probably gonna die a lot in this level. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? So here in Coast 3, we're going to do this a bit different from any percent. There is pretty much no cycle to be made here. You basically just walk through, just make sure you're hitting all the snacks. There is no cycle to be made here. Not pretty much. There is no cycle to be made here. Just hit all these snacks on your way over. Kind of just jump on these crabs. Make sure you hit all these. Try to avoid these ghost divers here. And then here is another difference between 1.0 and 1.1. So I'm on the 1.0 version, so I can just do this. Hee hee. There's an invisible fish net here that we can just ride on. So we can just walk over here. So we can just like go over here, no problem. But if you are on 1.0, what you're wanting to do is just become Great Dane Jesus, get hit, walk across the water, and jump across back to these coast boats. You can do either or, whatever version of the game, and then basically just going to collect these snack arcs on these coast boats, and then get the token, ride this boat back here, and then jump back on here, and then dash to the end of the level. Oh, I'm sick. That's a frame perfect, by the way. I guess I could talk about frame perfects. They're not very useful in Hundo, but basically, if you hit an enemy with your bonking animation, you play a bonking animation. You know, I sit down, but you can cancel that if you release the B button at the same time you hit an enemy. You can go for them. They save like a bit of time, but in Hundo, it's not really it's not that optimized that you need to go for frame perfect 1 second time saves. You do in any percent, but not in hundo. So I'll show this level again, just with the fishnet this time, which you basically just jump straight past. And you're going to want to B-dash around that enemy, otherwise you get hit by that ghost diver if you don't B-dash around him. So even though we are B-dashing over a short distance there, that is just so that we avoid the ghost diver. Any percent brain there.
So, a question about that walking on water thing. Is that just because you have your invincibility frames, you
Yes.
don't drown?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if I drown, I drown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as long as I get hit, I'm invincible for a period of time. But if I don't jump off of it in time, I will just die.
That's so funny that you don't drown, though.
Yeah. And then on the Xbox version of the game, you can also do one of these if you want. It's kind of like swag strats. You can kind of jump up here. Can I not do it on KP? Huh. Okay. You can't do it on GameCube. I learned something new. Normally there's like invisible ceiling on Xbox that you can do to get over there as well. But you can also just, you know, use the flying fishes and get over there. But we're just going to do this with the bag. And an important note that if you die in this level, you drown, you know, you do whatever, what you will want to do is that you will want to exit and re-enter the level. That is because you can get boated. And what we refer to as boated is that basically, how do I show this off? First of all, you stop annoying me. Basically, the water, you see it moving, right? You can see it rising and, okay. You can see it rising and falling. And basically, water can rise above the boat and kill you. And normally it doesn't happen on your first entrance to the level. And there's actually a place I can show this later on in the run. Better, but just know that if you die in a level where there's water in, typically, and you have to traverse boats, typically you will just want to exit and re-enter the level, because then the water will not kill you, because you can actually stand in like certain pockets of water. There's like basically there's a platform and a gas 3 that we'll get to eventually, where you can stand on it and the water will rise and it will literally like go over Scooby's feet and you will not die, you will not drown, nothing will happen, you'll be fine. But if you die in that level and do the same thing, you hold that. and the water will rise and you will get hit. So if you're ever getting frustrated by boating, just exit and re-enter the level just so the water doesn't hit you. And then we're going to pay the snack gate and we're going to make our way and we're going to get the Super Smash upgrade. And again, through here... Yeah.
So I was going to say, before we go to the next level, would now be a good time for a quick break?
Yeah, I'm done.
Perfect. Yeah, so we're just going to take a quick 5-minute break there just so everybody can refill their waters, you know, stretch anything they need to do. Before we go to our break, I just have a few housekeeping things I want to talk about. So your subs and bits do help support the weekly HealthFix content. So if you're enjoying HotFix, if you're enjoying the tutorial shows, if you're enjoying any of the other content we have, please consider supporting the channel by either subscribing or cheering. And we do have a marathon coming up. It's Frost Fatales, which is February 27th to March 5th. You can use !FF in chat, or you can go to gamesonquick.com/framefatales for more information on that. With all that said, we're going to take a few minute break here, and then after that, we'll be back with more Scooby-Doo. Hello everyone, welcome back to the GDQ Hotfix. We are in the middle of How to Train a Speedrunner. We are learning Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights, and Nastani is teaching us. Hey Nastani, how are you doing after the break?
Doing pretty good.
I am honestly, okay. This game is so fun. It's really funny to just like see all the weird things that happen with it. So whenever you're ready.
All right, then we can resume again. 3, 2, 1, go. So we just paid the 500 snack gate. Not very much of importance, but in this next level is really straightforward. We're just gonna B-dash in a straight line. I'm gonna go for a frame perfect on this tar monster, just deflects. I did not get him, very sad. Here, we're just gonna jump out and back and collect those snacks. You can't collect them in one go, so we just jump out and back. We're gonna dash around that fishy, collect this snack here, and then dash on back around the fishy, and then Basically, if you, and then, then you want to not die. I'm so sad. Generally, you don't want to miss a snack down there. I just really messed up my angles. But we'll just go back and just do it again in theory. Go again. Just make sure you hit all three. First go, second go, just jump through. And then you're going to slide around that fish monster. Come back up here, get that snack, and then go back down, slide back around the fish monster. Hit the snack box, and then you're going to have to run blind. You're basically just going to have to... You're basically just always going like down and down right, going up the hill. You're going to have to try it a couple times in order to get it down pat, because you do have to run that blind. But once you do it once or twice, it should be pretty straightforward. And then we can just make our way into Lighthouse, where we're actually going to get the Super Smash upgrade. This level is really straightforward. You just hit the button, go up to the top, and then you're going to use your charge movement to pretty much just aim your head away from the enemies as you run up to the top. Basically just going to get these boxes in this order, approach this guy, you know, just aim your head away from him, just slide around all these enemies going up. It's pretty impossible to miss snacks on your way up, so you don't need to concern yourself about that. All you need to concern yourself with is just trying not to get hit on your way up, so you can make the cycle, because you're basically racing the light bulb to the top. Then you're just gonna get these snack boxes, and then collect the Super Smash upgrade, drop down. You're gonna ground pound this, collect the snack box, and move forward. So here in Lighthouse 2, we're going to have a little bit of a finicky ledge. What you want to do is you'll want to jump out to these. Normally, you can hit a button to make this platform move. We don't have a button, so we're going to jump on that ledge. And that ledge is pretty finicky. You can die pretty easily. Or what you can do alternatively is that you can just jump out and die. You lose like a second if you do that, or you can go for the hard ledge. Either or, it does not really matter what you do. And then you can just go through here. Again, you're basically just going to copy my dashing movement, jump over this tar monster, ground pound this guy, and then try not to get hit by the hooks as you're doing this. Ground pound on that guy, get hit by the hook. Don't get hit by the hook. And then just make your way on over. And then very important here is that you hit this warp gate. We're going to come back here and collect the rest of Lighthouse later. So it's very important that you hit this warp gate for backtracking. Just make sure you activate it. And then we're going to make our way into Creepy. Gonna pay this snack gate and make our way through. Creepy's a bit awkward as there's no real good way to collect these snacks. These are very annoying. I like to collect these three, jump up here, get this snack box, dash down, and then get hit by the water. That's what I like to do. No, but there is an invisible snack box. It's actually visible, you just can't see it. There's an invisible snack box right there. So if you were ever wondering, hey, why can't I collect the snack? I'm missing 5 snacks in the creepy levels. Where is it? It's likely where it is. But luckily, you can also get hit by the bats flying around, or that guy. You can fall down and collect it with your iframes. And then you're just going to want to hit all 3 of these buttons. And then you're going to dash and collect these 5 snacks here. And then you're just going to immediately leave, because we're going to backtrack to Creepy again later on. And then basically, you're just going to jump out, collect these snacks. Maybe not die again. I'm having a really tough time jumping and moving. But that's kind of the name of the game of Hundo, is that like your movement has to be like pretty like on point. It's really easy to mess up certain things. And then basically we jump out and back, and then you basically just like double jump out and then back, and just to get that snack box. You can also jump all the way back down if you wish, if you can't get the super smash. But basically what I guess the thing to mention is when you are super smashing, you can keep moving forward. So you can see I'm moving while I'm super smashing. That is why we can make it back to where we were before when we collected that snack box. Going forward here, we're kind of just going to hold direct up, and we're going to walk around this. Haha. We're going to walk around that. Normally not get hit by the... Because we can collect the keys like that without getting hit by the acid pot? I don't know. I don't know what these things are. But generally, you can collect these without getting hit. You're going to drop down here. Try to dodge that guy. Unfortunate if you do. And then basically just going to go out and back. And then... So from here, this jump is a little finicky. Basically, you want to aim like above this torch. It's pretty easy to miss this ledge, but you just want to jump pretty much right above the torch, jump up and make your way here. You can actually ground pound enemies like that and hit the buttons at the same time. You can do that if you're very precisely on them. There is an enemy there because he comes out of the room, but you're just going to go into that wall, do that, and we're going to skip Shaggy. Normally you need Shaggy to jump up here, but we can actually just jump into this little corner here, just holding down right on our control stick. I like to kind of approach from like back here because it makes it easier to get on. Because if you're just right here, you can see that I'm not really getting up there. So I like kind of running back to it. And then you're going to slide off and jump, and then just skip the text prompt there. And then you're going to do it again, and this will be one of the hardest jumps you're going to do. But basically you want to get back on this ledge and do that. Not too much explanation here, just really extend your jumps and then extend it out with the super smash and just collect the snack box. That one will take you a couple tries. And then basically we're going to move on to Creepy 3, where we're going to get the plungers, which will up, and then we're going to start backtracking. Generally, when you move through these hooks, you want to just dash and move through the top 3 of the first 3 hooks. You're going to move through the top 3. I'll show it again, just because these hooks can be very annoying. You're just going to go top side through the first 3 hooks. Basically, just slide around them, kind of do a little stutter there, and then you're going to do bottom side of the 4th hook. And then you're going to be greeted with this room. And basically, we're going to collect these 3 snacks, and then we're going to kind of just jump around here. Just collect these snacks, jump around this thing here, and then this jump's a bit finicky. We're going to run off around here, and we're going to jump twice, and we're going to super smash and collect the snack box up in the air. Not getting hit by the ghost. Like that. This jump can be a bit hard because if you super smash too early, you cannot hit the box. Just make sure that you're max height and max distance on your jump, and you should hit the snack box. This snack's easier, you can just jump at it. And then again, we're about to dash into the plungers here. So when we collect the snack, we want to dash into the plungers and immediately just mash A so we start jumping. That's so we cancel the plunger animation. Jump on this rock here on the wall. It's a little divot. And then from here, you can jump up and get this snack, and then you're going to dash down, collect these 3, jump up and get that snack, and then we're going to warp. I'll kind of show that room again because it's a bit complicated, but we're just gonna those 3, and then there are snacks here. I just save stated a bit too late. That's unfortunate. But you're just gonna jump around that, and then you're basically just gonna move like counterclockwise, I guess, throughout the room. I think. Right to left. That's better solution for me. You go right to left. And then want to jump on this and get that snack, and then you're going to enter here, and we're going to backtrack to Hedge. So basically there's a shortcut here to go back to the fishing village. You're going to spawn from here, so you're going to just go up here, press A, and then make your way back to the Mystery Machine. And then now we're going to finish Hedge, so now we're going to finally get another 100%. So the past levels we've basically just been kind of rolling through, and we're going to backtrack later, but now we're going to actually finish Hedge. We did avoid some snacks before. Hedge 1 we already 100% completed, so literally Hedge 1 all you're going to do... Actually, no, we didn't 100% complete because there's a token here. So basically on your way back through Hedge, just make sure that you come into here, and collect that token, and then move on. You've collected all the snacks. All you need to do on your second time back through Hedge 1 is just to get the token with the helmet upgrade. Then you can basically just move through here however you like. It doesn't matter too much. And then we're going to do more backtracking in Hedge 2. And the backtracking we're going to do is basically just go across the back half here. And this is a pretty straightforward level. We're just going to come through here, and we're just going to follow the snack arc, smash, extend our jump a little bit, collect all those on our way down, jump up here, get that snack box, and basically just dash back here. Try to dash around that spider. Sometimes you can hit that spider, and then get those 2 snacks, and we have done the back half of Hedge 2. And then now, again, we're just going to go along the backside here, collect these snacks. Pretty straightforward stuff. And then basically just jump out and over. Try to avoid these plants spitting at you. Try to avoid the enemies. I like to dash through that one just so you avoid it a bit better. And then we're going to make our way to Hedge 3. Now, Hedge 3, there is a pretty important cycle that you're going to want to go for here. But it's a pretty easy cycle to make because all you're going to do is just run right and just jump here and then jump over that guy. And then you're just going to run, just jump over this guy, and you're just going to run the whole time. You're just going to run across this platforming. You know, if you missed any of the snacks in these arcs here, obviously you can pick them back up here. And then you're going to jump on this guy, hit his head, and jump over here. Now, this jump is hard. I made it look easy, but if you fail this jump, you're in the tar, and now you can't jump, and now you're screwed, right? So it's very important that you make that cycle, and that cycle is just easy because the guy is basically here and he's walking over, and that cycle just lines up very nicely, and then you can make it back over. I'll show it one more time. And a thing that you can do to make it easier is that you can actually super smash onto that ledge that I was on, and that makes it more consistent. I don't super smash just because I've done it a lot, but I'll try to show that way where we smash on this guy's head, and then basically what you're going to want to do is release the R button. So now we're kind of like moving along this, and we're going to kind of inch back and inch until we hit the snack, and then we are free to move along. And then we're just going to follow these snacks. We get all snacks collected. Now we have 100% at Hedge. Get the token. We're going to get hit by that ball and death abuse back to the beginning. And that is because we're going to do, I guess this is still known as SCS. This trick is pretty straightforward. Hold up left. You did SCS. It's literally that easy. You just hold up left and the game just lets you through. And now you're gonna notice that we are in Misbehave and Cause a Cave-In. So here, actually, I'm gonna reload this. What you want to do is you want to wait for 2 seconds at the start of this level. I'm actually gonna start my live split just so I have 2 seconds here. But when you load into this level, as soon as you spawn in, you're gonna want to wait 2 seconds. So let's where's my mouse? Okay, let's do that here. 1, 2, and then you're gonna move and dash. And that is because you want to wait for this guy to be over here so you can super smash him and jump up to the token. And you basically just line them up. The rest of this this level is pretty straightforward. You're just going to drop down, get the key, and then you're just gonna collect these snacks on your way, get this key, finish that snack arc, get this snack box, come back here, do this snack arc, and then jump up and get this key. It's kind of out of your way, but you know. And then again, this is slippery surfaces again. So generally, when you're changing directions on the ice, you're gonna want to jump to change your direction. Because again, you can just slide around like that, and you can just like miss snacks very easily. And then you're gonna jump up here, and you're just going to dash along this thing, collect the snacks here, and then you're just going to collect that snack, fall down on the snack box, and then you will be done with this level. And then again, you're gonna notice I can't dash. I can't dash here. So what we like to do is when we jump down, we like to jump and then start our dash early so that we get the peak of our dash at the top. Again, we have the plunger so we can just walk up here and then we're gonna make our way into Misbehaving 2. I can also reset my life split, haha. That's the only thing we really need to use the clock for, though. So here in Misbehaving 2, another kind of straightforward level. I'm just gonna kind of go through here. Try to avoid that guy. If not, it's fine if you hit him. A lot of runners just hit him. A lot of runners actually go for frame perfects there. We're gonna hit that specific ice block down, and then we're gonna collect these snacks here, jump back up here, and then we're gonna jump across this back half. You can actually collect all these snacks and then also super smash this box. I never make that jump. It's a really tight jump. And then basically to get back, you're just gonna jump on this collision on the wall. It's pretty easy. It's pretty free in terms of ledges in this game. And you're just gonna make your way across the top half and just, you know, collect all these snacks. You actually don't need to hit any of these cycles down. You can actually just drop down right there. And then you can just double jump across here, land on this little nook, and then make your way into Misbehaving 3. So, Misbehaving 3, this is an auto-scroller. I will not do this level again. We will one-ding this level. So, when this cutscene plays, I like to hold in between the up right and the right notch. And then when the camera pans back towards Scooby and you can have control again, I like to press the A button to jump and hopefully snap the camera back to me. Like that. And then you basically just move back across here. And then you're going to activate this button and activate the auto-scroller part. Now this is the most punishing levels in the game because the snack collecting you're going to have to do at the end of this level is really, really difficult. And if you die, you spawn at the beginning.
Oh.
So all the way, and you have to hit the button again, and you have to go all the way up. So if you're going to learn any piece of movement tech, this is the biggest level to learn movement tech in because you can literally just lose 2 minutes if you die or you miss a snack. Because there are no redos. These snacks are really easy to collect, but it's at the very, very end, which has some really difficult movement. And so I will also save state before, just in case I mess it up. And I'll probably show it a couple times. But basically, you're going to want to use your super smash. Super smash. Brothers, melee! You're going to want to use your super smash to basically just extend the amount of times you're spinning in the air. This boat, just fun fact, is called Twitter boat. Because you could literally just be on Twitter while you're riding, this boat up. Because you're just sitting here. This is the truest auto-scroller of all time. But I like killing this guy here. And then this is where it gets hard. So I'm going to wait for a bit and I'm going to pause the game. Okay. So you see the water rising. You're going to want the water to rise until the very, very tip. And at the very, very last second, you're going to want to jump. This is because you need max height on all of these boats to get the snacks while you're moving. So there's not much I can explain. This is some of the hardest movement you will do, but generally I like to really delay. I like to do a quick jump here and super smash and then quick jump again. And again, as you can see, you get no redos. If you miss one of those snacks, you have to normally you reset is what you do. You either if you miss one of those snacks, basically what you do is you come back through here at the end of the game to backtrack. But if you want it to backtrack to this level, you have to go through all of Hedge 1 and Hedge 2. You have to do SCS again, and then you have to go back through Misbehaving 1 and 2, and then you have to do the whole auto-scroller again to try and get these snacks. So generally, if you miss one of these snacks, it is a reset, or you just immediately try the level over again. I would say, like, if you mess it up twice, I would probably just reset your run, even if you are a beginner, because you're just going to, like, brutally lose minutes. This is probably the most important level to practice in the whole run. And then we're going to run into that This is just like the super smash. Basically, we can grab on here and stun that guy. That's what it does. But we're coming over here just to get these 2 snack boxes. You'll get the all snacks collected. And then just be sure to jump over the water here because, again, if you drown... yeah, you have to do the level over again. Yeah. So this is the most punishing level in the game. This is where you're really going to lose time. It's like really lose time. But in the next level, this is also a very important level to get a warp gate to the left. You see that warp gate to the left? You need to get this warp gate so that we can backtrack and get those snacks up on the roof later on. So we come back, activate that warp gate, and then we're just going to jump down here. Try to not get trolled by the ghost. Wait for the wait for the key to come out. Here's a little trick where you can kind of just run like this, and then as soon as you hit the key, you press B, and then you can make it over here and get that key as well. It's just a little time optimization. It doesn't really matter if you hit it or not. It's fine either way. This next level, you're just going to hold down and skip this cutscene by dying. Normally a cutscene plays there, you just hold down and just, you know. And then we do pretty much another auto-scroller level. Just play this level really going to because if you fall, you have to go back up again. Do not hit this urn because it plays a cutscene. You're going to want to jump on those 2. You're going to want to jump up there and get those 2 snacks. And then jump in here. And then you're going to want to hit the second urn. You just don't hit the first urn because of it triggers a cutscene that we don't want to watch. And then we're basically just going to jump across here. And then we're going to jump on top of this urn. You have to jump on that on this thing first in order to trigger it so that it can allow that urn to drop. So that's why I jumped here first and then I jumped back to the urn. And then we're going to jump here. And then we're just going to get these guys on the way down and then hit this. So now we're playing 2 cutscenes at once, but it's just 1 cutscene. But after you hit that urn, it is very imperative that you do not skid from this point on. And I will show that. Basically, you're just going to go here. I like to jump here just to ensure that I don't skid. Because there's another cutscene skip where if you skid, you can't do it. And you lose 8 seconds. So basically, you're going to hold between the down left and the left notch while holding R, and you're going to skid off and death abuse. But if I were to skid and then do it, I won't be able to do it. I just do that. We don't really know why this happens. It just does. So it basically just takes your skidding animation. So basically you just don't want to skid in this room after you triggered the last cutscene. But again, just between the down left and the left notch. And then just death abuse, skip the cutscene. And then, you know, try to frame perfect that man. Be sure to hit that urn open, and we're actually going to come back for that snack box later on. But we're going to keep going to RNGG. Green Ghost, sorry. I like to call him RNGG because that's really what the boss is. It's RNG. You go to a right divot there, and you're just going to basically just collect the snacks that I do. Go in here, and then you can actually go around that guy if you aim your head away from him. And you're going to collect that token. And then collect this arc, and there are more snacks in this level. But a fun fact about this game is that for some reason this warp gate is linked to another warp gate, and that warp gate just happens to be Green Ghost's warp gate. So we're just gonna warp here. You can see we don't have you see this icon here. This icon means that we have the warp gate activated. We don't have this warp gate activated, but we can just go there.
Oh,
we can just go.
interesting.
For
Okay.
some reason, these 2 warp gates are linked. We don't know why. They just are. I guess it was just like an oversight or something. But we can just go here now. And then this room is right next to Green Ghost. So now we're going to go fight Green Ghost. And basically to fight Green Ghost, we're just going to run it down directly at him. We're going to get this first arc here. And then we're going to get the 2 keys. And then we're going to make our way to him. And then we're actually going to backtrack for everything else. So we can actually just avoid all these snacks because we are literally about to come back for these. After we fight Green Ghost. So Green Ghost in pretty much every boss fight in this game, it's RNG. You hope he goes over the coffin, and if he does, you hit him, and if you don't, you don't. Yeah, this is the boss fight. you follow Daphne around and you hit the buttons and you hit him 3 times. And so we got 1 hit. So we'll just try to hit him 3 times here. 2 pog, 2 hits. We should be able to get a 3rd here. Nice. So Green Ghost is done. Sometimes you can get screwed there, but basically you just want to run out immediately, and then you can skip this cutscene by mashing A, and then you're gonna just want to, and then you have to go through that text prop too, and then you're basically just want to go down here, try to avoid these guys and not hit every single one like I am, but basically just make your way down the path, collect all the snacks that you missed on your path, and then make your way back. And we're about to do the most fun part about the Hundo Run. This is the worst part of the Hundo Run, just straight up. This is called coffins. So coffins, if you're familiar with this run, are those in the background. I hit this button, it spawns a coffin, and snacks pop out, or a ghost pops out. How these buttons work is that you need all the snacks from all 4 coffins. By the way, there's a token here. Just run back, get it, and then you're basically gonna hit all 4 buttons on your way over. So basically, I'll explain how coffins works in a second, but we're just gonna keep going back our way through here. Ideally, in this level, you want to have 1 health. I don't think I have 1 health. I have 5. Okay. Ideally, you want to have 1 health here so you can death abuse at the end of this level. But alas, I do not have 1 health, so basically this is another pretty straightforward level. You just kind of go through here, dash through there, dash back, just collect all the snacks in this level. There's nothing tricky about this level. It's all right in front of you. And then you're going to open this gate, and normally you want to death abuse on this guy here. I have 4 health, so we're not going to do that. I'm just going to run off the edge, death abuse, and again, when you death abuse, you just go back to the entrance. So back to coffins. Woo! Yay! How coffins work is basically you have, each time you enter the level, you have 1 chance. So we got this coffin, that's coffin 1. So now, how coffins work is that you have a 100% chance to get it on your first go through, and then you have I have a 75% chance now. I got the 75%, I got the 3rd. And so now you have to die again and reset the level to try again. So now I have a 50% chance to get the snacks. You can see where this is going. It goes from 100 to 75 to 50 to 25. So now I need the second coffin, and generally you want to get hit on your way over. I got a ghost there. And then got a ghost there. Lost the 50-50. This you just do this over and over again until you get all the snacks. And we have to die at the end of each level, so we reset the coffin so we can try again. I did not pay attention if I got the second row, but it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna die. You can actually die. You don't have to watch them. You only want to watch. Excuse me. You only want to watch them once you're on the last one. Okay, so I got the second one, so unfortunately I got really... And ideally you want to get this coffin first. Wait, not that. This coffin first. I opened that coffin for no reason. And then... Ghost fail. This is a 25% chance, so we're just going to keep death abusing and just... until I get this. This is the most... This is like, you can lose minutes to coffins. This is the worst part. It's not good.
This sounds miserable. This is just hoping.
Nice, we got him. So if you get him and you're over here, you will actually want to death abuse back again, but not because you want to enter more coffins. I'm also going to save state right now. But you're going to jump on
God.
This ledge here, and then just jump up and then just collect the snacks that you have. So again, you're going to have 2 and 2, so just make sure there's 2 and 2 as you go through here, and then basically collect these snack boxes and collect this, and then you're going to go through the door back here, and we should have 100% snack completion. All snacks collected. Yay, we did coffins. Yeah, it's just RNG, man. It's very sad. Many hundo runs have been lost like this. But up next, again, when we spawn here, we're gonna go to the left there, just to get that snack here. We're gonna float down, get these snacks here, and then that urn that we broke open earlier to spawn that snack box, it's still there. Now we hit that snack box and we go into this room. This room is another pretty self-explanatory room. What I like to do is I like to run up here and you see this flying gargoyle, just jump out, super smash him. Because he will actually attack you the whole time, and if you get hit, you die. So here you're just going to follow the snack lines into the snack currents. This movement can be pretty tricky because it's kind of hard to see where the snack currents, not the snack currents, where the wind currents are. And if you dip too low, you die. And if you get shot out of the sky, you die. But in general, it's pretty straightforward. And then this line is the only thing that you need to alter for. When you get near to the end of this, you're actually going to super smash. And that is just to ensure you get the snacks. Because as you can see, I was very low there. And if you don't do that, you have a higher chance of just getting hit and dying, essentially. But pretty straightforward room. And then here we're going to dash out and we're going to jump on. We're gonna dash out to our deaths. We're just gonna hit this guy and then hit this button. This button triggers these things to do, and we're gonna climb it. That was very wow. Nice explanation.
Do the thing.
Just do the thing. But yeah, you can actually get these snacks jumping up like this. You can actually collect the two here out of frame, but if you don't like doing that, you can just jump out and back, and then you have time to collect both like that. No, you don't do this. And then you just make your way over the top half here, and then you're gonna do another out and back action here. So I missed that snack, I missed that snack too, doesn't matter. Just gonna come over here, collect these two snacks, come back over, just make sure you're hitting all these snacks on the way back, and then make your way into this store over here. Whoop! Again, pretty straightforward routing in these levels. Well, I guess not straightforward, but like what you're doing in the level is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
What I like to do personally in this level is I like to break open this urn and then run away. Don't collect the snack box. And then I like to come down here. Not get hit by that thing. Return to the trees. We hate trees in this game. Swinging trees are so annoying because their hitboxes are very large and in charge. There's another snack box in this urn. Just want to break that open, collect it. And then we're going to do a pretty cool jump where we're going to jump up on this blue thing here. Pretty free jump. And then just jump back down. And then we're supposed to collect the snack box there too. I forgot about it. But yes, that urn that we broke up in early, normally collect the snack box. And then you jump down. And then you go over here. And then here, again, we're going to hold back here just to make sure we get that snack. And then we're going to go left first and get this arc. And then we're going to get this arc here. And we should have 100%. All snacks collected. And then we're going to hit this warp gate. And then we're going to warp back to Lighthouse, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, we're done with Crypt. We're done with all that. We're going to warp back to Lighthouse, Fright House. And we're going to complete Lighthouse. And then we're going to go to everyone's favorite levels, the ship levels, which are the hardest levels, the stretch levels in the game. Here in Lighthouse 2, you're just going to go a little ring around the rosy. Here, you're going to hold down right and dash. And then just collect these snacks. And then you're going to make your way into Lighthouse 3. This level is very annoying. It's very easy to get boated in this level. This is the easiest level to get boated in the game. So again, if you get boated here, please just exit and re-enter to save yourself some headache. That is because the water actually goes pretty far over some of these boats. And so what I like to do to avoid getting boated is I like to jump on the edges of the boat. So like the front edge or the back edge, which I will show in a better camera angle. So here, look at that. It just, oh my God, I'm so sad. I missed the boat. But you saw the water go way over that boat. It's very easy to get boated there. I actually didn't get boated there. I just jumped in the water voluntarily. But just exit and re-enter so that, again, you just don't get boated. But we're just going to make our way back over there. It's me, the tar monster. But no fear if you get boated, just make your way back over. And I like to jump on like the heads or like the tails of the boats when I do this, just to ensure that I don't get boated. Again, if you miss one, the boats respawn. So if you miss one, you can go back to land and just retry when the boats come back out of the water.
Since the mechanic, or I guess the issue, is so prevalent in this level, would you mind just re-explaining the boated issue for anybody who might have forgotten or missed it earlier?
Yeah. So real quick, we're just going to fly out here and get this, and then we're going to die because there's nothing else to do in this level, and warp back. So basically, how boating works is that I'll just go over to that boat. Actually, does it just happen on any of these boats? It could happen on any of these boats. I'm just going to run across them and just hope it happens, because I have died in this level. But basically, you're not safe. That is boating. And you could basically, the water just comes up and it hits you in general if you have died in the level. But if you have not died in the level, when the water comes up, you'll actually phase through it if it's not that far up on you. If the water goes up far enough, you will still die. But generally, when you're getting boated, you can just die on a boat and you'll be like, why did I die? And then basically, we don't really know why water works like this. It just does. And I'll have a very egregious spot to show it very, very soon in a Gas 3. And that will like pretty much really explain like why, or like not why, but like it will just show it to you like very, very plainly, and it'll be very obvious. And basically, we're just gonna jump up here, get these snacks, and make our way to the ship levels or the wreck levels. And then we're just gonna jump up here. We want to jump on those barrels. You'll get all snacks collected there, so we got all snacks collected in Witch Way and Lighthouse, and now we make our way into Wreck 1. So this level is pretty straightforward. What we're going to do is that we're just going to run over here, and we're just going to jump, get some snacks, get hit by that fish because, I don't know, I felt like it, and basically just make our way. And then we're going to do pretty much a do-si-do, an out and back. I'm no longer making this cycle, but it doesn't really matter that much. Basically, you just wait for the water to spawn, and then when it comes down, you're going to float over and land right here. And then you're going to hit this button, so those things go down. Wait for the water again. Haha. And then, whoop. And then you're going to have to be pretty quick here. You can wait on that rock if you want. And then you're basically just going to collect these snacks. Boop, 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 and then just make your way on over. This is the hardest level in the game. This one. This is the hardest thing you're going to do in this run. So, a lot of people probably recognize this room because it's the hardest level as a casual, and coincidentally, hardest level as a speedrunner too. First, what you're going to want to do is hit the button, and then you're going to want to jump over here and use the super smash to extend your jump to get over here. You want to get over here so we can get these snacks first. You're going to get all these, and then basically you're just going to go straight back where you came from. And then these snack arcs are really, really annoying. They're very precise, and you have to jump at them at a precise angle. I cannot really give you any tips on like how to get the snacks. Like, there's so many inputs and different angles that I'm going for, but basically just hit them forehead. That's the best I got for you. And
just hit them forehead.
just hit them, and they're typically annoying over yonder. So as you can see, you really need a max height jump there to get the tips of these arcs. You're probably going to see me miss a couple of these, but pretty much every Hundo runner misses some. Rarely ever will you see someone hit these like first arc. Harsh did make a Hundo task, which did hit the snacks first try, and that was really nice to see. But no one hits him, like not even Mortal, Jolly, like none of the top Hundo runners hit the first tries. So don't feel discouraged if you have to take a couple first tries. That jump is one of the tighter jumps that you will make. I'll do it again. It's pretty easy to die here, but basically want to dash here, and I like to ground pound, and the reason that it's so annoying is because of this thing here. It's very easy to lose Scooby's control and then like get your jump eaten and then fall to your death. So I like to jump around here in this bottom or top left, I guess, here on the trampoline so I don't hit my head. And then I like to jump on here and then just whoop, go out. Again, very easy to miss these snacks. I like to jump on that pole for safety. It's ridiculously hard to get these snacks. And specifically these ones. Again, I'm just using my Super Smash to extend how far I'm going on certain amounts of these. And then here, we're going to try to do a cutscene skip. I will save just in case. Basically, you're going to float down here and Super Smash past. And then enter the next level. Wreck on the deck 3. I should probably save here. Then we're gonna collect these snacks. Hopefully I don't miss the cycle. We're gonna jump up here, and then we're gonna Super Smash on that witch to get that snack there. I will do that again. This is the only thing you really need to concern yourself with in this level. Everything else is pretty straightforward. But basically, I'm just holding direct right to jump on these, and then I'm jumping on that little metal collision there, and you bounce on her so you can get this snack up there. That is why it's important to Super Smash on her, and then outside of that, you can pretty much just go through this level as you normally would. There's not too much going on. Here with this flying fish, if it's coming at you, just hold direct forward, and he won't hit you, so you won't fall down. So just hug the wall, and then you can avoid that fish. This one, you just have to avoid traditionally. Yeah. Oh, you can do that holding forward again. Nice. I didn't even know that. Here, there's going to be cutscene that plays. You're just going to collect these snacks, and then you're going to death abuse back up to the top of this room. Pretty cut and dry here. Rec 1 and Rec 3 are pretty cut and dry, but it's just Rec 2 that's the real doozy. It's just not fun. And if you thought that we're done with levels, I have some news for you about the next 2 levels, possibly the most annoying levels in the game, and some of the hardest. So here, you can use him to Super Smash up here. I don't. I just use this ledge, and I just jump up. But Super Smashing on that guy is easier. And then here, what we're going to do is we're going to jump over some big wall, big collision, and we're just going to hold down left, and we're just going to jump, and then make it over. I did not make it over, hee hee. But, okay, normally it's not this hard. Normally you just kind of, and then you basically just spam the A button to get past all the invisible wall collisions, and you just umbrella past them. You spam the A button because, oh my goodness, we're just gonna do this again. You spam the A button to get past the collisions. Sometimes you can jump like that. If you get the jump, you don't need to spam the umbrella. You can just kind of like hobble it down, and then you can hit those snacks if you are on a fast enough cycle. I'm not on that cycle, and normally I'm not on the cycle, so I just jump like that, and I just wait for the boat to go around. And now we're going to do one of the most annoying levels in the game. It's not necessarily hard, it's just annoying. And this is why. I'm not moving, by the way. So, you have to jump the whole time. But the only fun thing is that, woo, wee, you can get some major distance. And so what we're going to do, we're actually going to use that to our advantage. Sometimes we're going to try to jump off crabs. And so here we can slide off that like that and basically shoot ourselves up. And then, get out of my way, crab. And the enemies are very annoying here. A lot of them get in your way. But again, you can pretty much just like jump. Like if on these looks here, you can whoop, just kind of jump and just like slingshot your way over. So this is pretty good for movement. And then, but these levels are very, very hard to move. This is probably the most important jump you're going to make because it's very easy to miss these snacks. And basically, how I'm getting up here is that I'm always holding forward. And you basically want to always hold forward while you're climbing these things because if you don't, if you just jump, you will just jump backwards and you will just keep falling and keep falling and keep falling. So just always hold forward. And then here, you want to jump at the very tip of this so that you can get these snack arcs, because sometimes you can be too low here and not get this floating down. And a thing is that once I'm here, there is no going back. I cannot get that snack arc again. So you have one shot or you have to die and do the level over again, which again, very annoying. But luckily those snack arcs aren't that bad. I'm going to do more of this kind of movement abusing. Just be careful when you're like walking down the ship like that, because if you are near the top of it, you can actually clip through the ship and hit the death plane.
Oh, no.
So just be careful of that. But we're just going to super smash that wish. And again, super smashing that wish makes this arc pretty easy to collect on your way. Just be careful of the water here. Again, holding forward. I like to float back and then float forward just to make sure I'm not hitting the water there. And then you're going to jump up here. Try not to get shot by this witch. I like to kill this one personally. And then I don't like to tempt fate. Also, I'm just making sure I got all the snacks here. I have a very bad habit of not actually knowing where all the snacks are, and I second guess myself here because I've missed snacks here way too many times. But here, you can either super smash on this fish. What I like to do is I like to just jump straight over, and then there's just an invisible ledge here. And then you can just jump up to this, whoop, and then, you know, go slingshotting off. And then ideally you want to collect these on the way down. But again, it's a very unwieldy movement here. It's fun movement sometimes, but like it's not fun movement because we have to go up the whole time. If we were going down, it would be really sick and it would be really fun. But we can't even go backwards through these levels, which is very annoying. But we're just going to drop down, collect the snack box, and then we're going to go into... If Rec 2 is the hardest level, this is also the hardest level in the game. They're both the hardest levels in the game. So this is the second hardest level in the game, or it's the hardest level. This level is abysmal, and I will show you why, because I'm probably gonna mess it up. So the beginning is pretty easy. You just B-dash around these crabs, collect the snacks on your way up. I like to super smash this guy, and then go through here. I try to frame perfect this button. Typically that button's easier to frame perfect. It's not important. If you do, you're gonna smash this button, make through. I'm going to save state. You bounce on that witch and jump up here. If you don't bounce up on that witch and like you miss it, there's a backup. You basically just jump over here and you jump on that ledge and jump up. There's also another one here where you can like jump here-ish. There's another ledge on that wall. I don't use it because I think it's hard. But those are the pretty much the two. And this is why this level's hard. So I'm just going to kill this guy. And we're going to save state here because we're not going to be here all day. You're going to quickly see why these levels are really hard. You can already see it. They're right next to the water. If you time your jumps wrong, you die. If you die, guess what? You can get boated in this level.
Oh,
so if you die, you would want to re-enter. It's not necessary because it's actually not as bad getting boated in this level. But personally, I like to exit and re-enter because these platforms can just like annihilate you. And you have to basically like run off and collect the snack box. This is probably the hardest movement wise you're going to do in this run. It's very nerve-wracking. And this one is particularly because you literally have to run off that one to get that snack box. Luckily I didn't die. This actually went pretty well. I am notoriously dying here a lot. But yeah, this is just Deathland pretty much. Where a lot of runners just like die. Basically just want to collect these snacks. And then here we're gonna have to do another like out and back jump here. But you can see a Scooby shadow, so you can kind of aim where you're about to land. You see his shadow. So if you're wondering how I'm moving through here and knowing where I am with this terrible depth perception, I'm looking at Scooby shadow pretty much exclusively to tell me where I'm going. I should have mentioned that in Rec 2. If you're having problems like knowing where you're landing on the trampolines, that is also how I'm doing that there. But that is, I made that look kind of easy. That's ridiculously hard. That's hours of practice right there. So it's just ridiculous because it's so easy to just get hit while you're going for those snacks. But luckily, it's followed up by an easier level. So this level is the one I was talking about where I was going to show off how water works specifically in this game, because it's a really good place to show it off at. So I'm going to go through here, and then basically it's very important, very quickly, that you hit this warp gate. Now the reason it's important for you to hit this warp gate is because we're going to try to, when we fight Redbeard, we're going to try to get multiple ropes. Basically, you have to, how the Redbeard boss fight works, he throws his sword and he cuts a rope, and you have to cut down 4 of them. We try to cut all of the ropes at the same time. We have a trick that we go for. It's not consistent at all. We just kind of Hail Mary it and just hope that we get multiple ropes cut. It's super, super precise. It's basically not humanly viable to get a 4 rope consistently. But if he cuts all 4 ropes at the same time, you soft lock. So, if you are on MU and you're running this game and you get soft locked, you're screwed. But most people run this on console because it saves time over MU due to loads. And also you can do pause storage. So if you cut all 4 ropes, you can pause storage and you can warp to this warp gate and you can continue your run as normal. If you are on emulator and you die to Redbeard, you basically just have to die and try again, and then you have to redo the boss fight. But can I make this jump? I can't make that jump. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of bulldoze here because I'm just gonna go ahead and show how water works real quick. And to do that, I'm going to fly over here. And there is a platform here. I'm so sad. I messed up the timing. Hee hee ha 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 ha. Can I just do this? No invisible walls? Yes! Yo, I'm just sitting here. This is what I was referring to by boating. You see the water clearly come up to hit me. I am not getting hit. So, but if I die and I come back to this platform. Oh no. Okay. Don't worry, don't worry. I have a strat, I have a strat. I don't have a strat. I'm completely just hoping this works.
I love the honesty. I've got this. I've got the strap. I'm just going. I'm making things up here.
Yeah. Well, if you die, you spawn back to you know. This is not to my advantage, but I can just kind of come back over here, and I'm gonna try to make my way back over to this platform. And now you're going to see I die. That is boating in action. So if you're wondering why we exit and then you're just going to have to take my word. If I exit and re-enter, the water will just not hit me again. I'm not going to show it because I don't want to walk all the way across the gas 3 again. That is how it works. But after you get the warp gate, you're going to come back and you're just going to basically hold right until you're at the apex of the swing. And you can actually have the swing stop moving before you jump. So you get max length. I'm so sad. You can use these fish to get back up here. Few time your jumps good. If you miss a life flare, basically you have to come back up. And all those snacks on the ground we're going to come back for later after Redbeard, but we're just going to jump here, get the 750 snack gate, and move on. But yeah, that is basically how boating works and how water works. And basically just whenever we re-enter, you know, it goes away and then we're fine again. So here we're going to jump on this cannon, jump on this, and we're going to jump up this rope. This rope is really finicky. I like to tap the control stick while I'm like jumping up here. So I'm like tapping it forward. And you're basically going to try to jump up this rope all the way to the top. So you can get this key. Get this key, drop down, get these 3 snacks. I will show this level again because it's very long. Oh. And the reason that you want to do that is so you don't have to wait for these to rise. Then, this is very annoying. You can see that it's annoying. I don't think I need to discuss why it's annoying. Yeah. Collecting these snacks are very annoying in the air, but again, we have to collect all of them. But we make it up here and we just jump again. It's very, very hard to control Scooby's movement. Nice. And so basically once you're done with this arc, you're going to jump over here. And then do the same thing and try to collect all the keys in the air too while you're trying to collect the snacks. As you can see, these are not the easiest snacks to hit in the world. You have to be pretty lined up to get them. Oh my god. Let me go. Please. Please. I just want the snacks, man. Oh my god. Finally. All right. And
there we go.
You cancel it, and then you're going to float down straight here. Drop, collect these 2 snacks. I take it back. I'm not re-showing this level just because I don't want to go through that pain and suffering again. I was going to, but normally I perform a bit better than that. That was abysmal. Probably because it's 2 a.m. But you're just going to jump up, hit the button, and then you're going to run up these treadmills. And then, honestly, this level's pretty straightforward anyway. It's just, those are very, very annoying to hit. And then you're just going to kind of go through here. And then you're just going to kind of run here. You're going to jump on this, get that snack box. And then you can jump for the remaining snack boxes from the tire. Yeah, that's a tire, by the way. Or you can smash if they're like there. And normally you can get it. All snacks collected. If you don't have all snacks collected in this room, chances are you missed one in the flying air like I did literally 30 times. But yeah, this is the Redbeard boss fight. Wow. Yeah. If this fight sucks because it's technically in your control, but it's so precise what we're about to do that it's not in your control. It's pretty much just RNG. And ideally, since we're on Emmy, we want 3 ropes here. And how we do that is we jump, and then we super smash, and he throws it straight up. And we try to cut multiple ropes. I got 1 rope there. As you can see, enemies spawn after every rope cut, and more enemies spawn after every rope cut. So after every rope cut, there's like 2 waves of enemies, and then there's 3 waves of ghosts, and then so on and so forth. I'm gonna go for another one. Okay, I'm sad. Alright, no multi-ropes. So, if you are on MU, well, if you're at 2 ropes, it's impossible to get any more multi-ropes. So if you're on MU, you just kind of hold it out. And then if you have 4 rope on MU, you're kind of screwed and you have to just reset and try the boss fight again. So with these, when there's like 3 of them, I like to get hit and then just ground pound them like this. It makes it a bit easier. You want to kind of jump in the air because if for travel time on the sword, you can cut down some travel time if you're standing up here. Also, to avoid the waves of enemies, you've been seeing me do it, but you can stand on the ropes and you can completely avoid the enemies. You don't have to worry about it at all. So you can just watch this ghost fly through. So as you can see, pretty much each rope is like 30 seconds of time save. So it's a lot of time if you get multi-ropes versus if you just get 1 rope every time. And then again, I like to get hit here intentionally and then just kill all of these guys here. And then he throws that, he cuts it, and then we jump through here and activate this cutscene. And then we're gonna go back through here. I'm gonna save again just so I don't have to do Redbeard. And then we're gonna drop down. And then, then we're basically just going to do the rest of our backtracking through the gas levels. We're gonna enter here because there was 1 snack we missed in Wreck. And this should be 100% as soon as I hit it. Boop. All snacks collected. Wreck is 100% done. And then we're going to hold up here. And then we're just going to make our way to the warp gate. Now, again, I hit that warp gate before for pause storage. But on MU, obviously, you can't pause storage. Well, you can. It's very annoying, though. I don't recommend it. And we have all snacks collected and a gas as well. And now we've done the hardest and most annoying levels in the game. And now the run gets a bit easier from this point forward. And then now we beat Redbeard, and now we're just going to go into the Gusts levels next. So to get up here, we're going to bounce on this guy and then come up here. So we need to get through that door. The easiest method, in my opinion, is to super smash on this button, and we're going to hold the R button again, and we're going to just hold direct up on our control stick, and we're going to walk through the fire. Whee! We walk through the fire, and now we can just enter. Alternatively, if you run into magnifying glasses, they give you iframes, so you can run into this, and then run through it, and you can run through the fire. Or you can do this, and try to hit the door and enter it before you get hit. The benefit to this, if I can show it off, obviously you're basically just mashing the X button here. You want to die here and enter the door because you can save time in the next level. I didn't die, of course. Of course, I didn't die. Didn't get the door opening. I'm going to do this like 3 more times. If I don't get it, whatever. I haven't done this. It's basically you just mash the X button, pray. Nice. So I entered the door and I died. The good part about this is now we don't have to participate with Shaggy. He's getting chased here by a ghost. We can ignore him now. And then basically we can go through here because the door that we basically need him to walk on is open. So we can just jump here, and then you see this button is already clicked, and we don't need Shaggy to stand on it, and we can just go immediately through. So generally, that saves a couple seconds, because alternatively, what happens is that if you don't die, you have to play the minigame with Shaggy. So you lose a couple seconds, so ideally you want to jump over the urns there, and die and enter the level at the same time. It just saves a little bit of time. And then I like to jump around this guy, jump up, make sure to get this snack box here, and then now we have to talk to him, and we have to play this mini game now. So again, this button isn't pressed. Oh my goodness! If he runs into a wall, he does that. I want to. Okay, well I can't show it off. Well, there's basically an invisible wall on a side there that you basically have to walk Shaggy around. It's very annoying. But here, we're just going to walk through these hooks. If you get hit by these hooks, you die. Because you fall to your death. Nice frame perfect, Pog. gonna go into the side room, hit this button, because that button spawns a snack box, which we need. We're gonna jump back out here, and then hello snack box, and then we're gonna go down here. So there is a cool trick that you can do here, where you jump through this gate, and you can jump through it like that. However, I just recommend just doing this. You're losing out on like 2 seconds by doing that, but the thing is that that gate can be a bit finicky, and if you don't hit it first try, it's automatically not worth it. So I just personally just get the key because it's right there, and then I just go through the gate as normal. But we're just gonna make our way to the next ghost levels, which we're basically just gonna try to dash around these guys. We're gonna open these barrels here because there's a snack box there, and we're gonna jump on this barrel. It activates the fan, which will float us up into the sky to get those snacks up there and the keys which we need. But first, we're gonna do a little do-si-do around here. And then we're going to hit open these boxes, and then basically just make our way around here. Pretty straightforward pathing. I like to get that snack next to that guy, and then float up here. And then ideally you want to do right side first, then back side, then left side, float over here, run on this wall here, and then jump back over, float, hit the key, and then drop down here, get that snack box, and enter this door. And we're in Creepy 1, and the reason for this is because we're going to get this snack box and these two, and then we're going to go right back in. That's all we're doing. And then we're just going to dash through. This also skips the cutscene, so we don't have to watch the cutscene of that door opening. And then we do the slow fan of shame. There's nothing you can do to speed this up. You just float up slowly. To get these snacks in the back here, just hold direct back until you can't anymore. They can be pretty annoying to collect, but it's alright. And then all snacks collect it. So now we're done with Gus. And now we can move on to Soap. Or who's yelling in the cellar, as I like to say. So we're going to break open this box. Just the left box specifically. And we're going to jump on the right box. We're just going to do a little around the world here. We're going to jump off this box, and then we're going to jump, kind of delay your second jump, so then you can make it back. If you just jump like that, like you can hit the snack box, but then you'll miss on the way back. So you kind of delay your second jump, so that you can just jump out, and then you're basically going to do that, collect these 2 snack boxes on the side, and then you're just going to run it down into the next room. This room is a bit tight. What you're going to do is this. As you can see, that fell down really quickly.
Yeah.
And generally, you want to do it like that. It really doesn't lose you much time if you just like don't go for the keys at all. You can just do this, and you can just like forego the keys. And you can make the cycle a lot easier because you're going to go back through this room anyway, so you can kind of just collect the snacks on the way back. It's a bit slower, but you're probably only losing like a second or 2, maybe 3. Then you're going to rebounce on him again. And then you're going to bounce on this guy again and get the snack boxes above. Pretty straightforward stuff. Here, we're going to just hold up and we're going to go to the next room here where the token is at. You can just 1-jump that. I 2-jumped it because I felt like it, I guess. Again, pretty straightforward pathing here. You're basically going to want to jump around the ghosts. I like to jump on the little barrels in the background because it makes it a bit easier to juke them. And then we're going to do a little bit of a trick here where we're going to jump on this ledge here. And then we're going to jump above the button. And then we're going to dash and hit the button. Like that. It's pretty forgiving. If you miss it, you can die, but you spawn right here, so you can just keep trying it. I like dashing from above the button just because it makes hitting the button easier, personally. And then, again, you saw that ghost float right through me. That's because, again, we're using the iframes on Scooby's dash, and so we can just go right through enemies. So sad. I always mess up these snacks, but basically just collect these snacks. Frame perfect the button for flexing. I like to jump on this little barrel here because it makes getting this snack box easier because it can be a bit of a pain. And then I like dying to the ghosts now in this level. Don't hit me, please. It's very easy to die because these ghosts are really troll. And then you're going to want to enter this door and you're going to want to re-enter. This is so you can death abuse back to this door because there's more snacks in this level that we didn't get before. So we're just going to death abuse so we spawn at that door. So we have a different spawn point. We're going to go through this door here. And then this is like a one-way. I forget where this leads. But normally it's a one-way. I'll show you the way that you can get back up. It's very hard. There is a ledge somewhere here. But you normally just die. And then you come back up here. You can do the ledge. I just don't recommend it because it's really, really hard. It's probably one of the hardest ledges to get in the game. So I just like to leave, re-enter, and then just death abuse back. Normally saves me time rather than trying to do that jump over and over and over and over again. And then we're going to basically go in a square. Be sure to jump on this ice blocks to send it moving. And then we're just going to hit all these buttons here. Like, again, you can't dash on the ice, so that's why I dash on top of the buttons. We sent the ice block so we can go here, so we can jump off this ice block and get that up there. Did I miss a snack? No, I did not. I'm losing my mind. Okay. Well, always, you know, it's always not bad to just make sure you didn't miss a snack. And then basically want to go over. If you miss that jump up to that snack box, you can get hit by a lot of ghosts. But you can just retry with the ghost divers. If not, you're going to have to reset the room, unfortunately. But basically, we're just going to break open those washing machines to spawn some snack boxes. And we should have 100% snacks here. And then now we have the soap upgrade. And then we're going to go right into this room. And we're going to make our way to the tower or attic levels. And then basically we're going to do a pretty fun void orb here. Pretty straightforward to do. There's an invisible wall here. Basically what we're going to do is just walk back to the door. And then we're going to hold down on the D-pad. And then we're going to hold down left and jump. Bloop. Hey, we're here. Woo! Basically how void warps work in this game is that if you get out of bounds, the game will warp you to the intended destination of the level. This is not what I do. Normally you're supposed to just get this key and then just keep going. I had a brain fart there for a second. And then you just go around the back half of this room because we're going to come back through this room later on. And later on, it's not that far away, but you're going to go into this little doorway here. Make sure to walk all the way around this way and just collect these snacks and just move on. Try to dash around this guy, open this door. There's another snack box in there. And then just try to dash around all these Geronimos. Whoa. And then we're going to make our way over here. So on first go through the manor, we're going to collect all these snacks on the bottom here. I like to super smash the witch just for fun, honestly. I just don't like witches. They're very annoying. And we're basically just going to get all the snacks along our way here. And then we're going to jump on this little table here. And then we're going to jump up to this chandelier. Can be a bit finicky. I don't know why I'm not getting it, though. There we go. And then we're just going to jump along the chandelier again. We're going to jump on this urn and jump up to this chandelier again and get these snacks by the ceiling. And then we're going to hit this button. And we're actually not going to continue forward. We're going to take the shortcut because we have the umbrella. We're going to take the shortcut, and that's actually faster than going through the levels as intended. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. Take the shortcut up. And then now we're in Cower in the Tower. Wow. We're going to hit this button. And it'll play the cutscene. We can't skip this cutscene. It just spawns these 4 boxes. What we're going to do is that we're going to collect one of them at the bottom, and then we're going to come back for them later. So we're just going to collect that one, and then we're just going to run up the stairs and just hit the snacks on our way up. Boop. There is some enemy cycles here that you can make. They're pretty hard to make though. Personally, I don't make any of them. This chandelier is very annoying. I like to jump just around it and then just do that, because otherwise you just get hit and it's very annoying. But we're going to come back for those snacks later. And here, we're just going to do a big loop-de-loop. So on any place where you plunger, you can't dash. It's like the ice, you can't dash. So we jump, and then initiate our dash again. And then we jump, initiate the dash again, while we are doing the plungers. And then we're just going to run across this back room. Pretty straightforward, just hitting the snacks along the way. There's two guys here to avoid. You can just avoid them by just aiming your head away from them, using the iframes on your dash. And then when you land, just make sure to B-dash, and then we're going to jump up here and continue the level as normal. And we're basically just making our way to Black Knight right now, while wrong level. Basically just making our way to Black Knight right now, who is a very fun RNG boss. But you're basically, these levels are really straightforward in manner. It's literally just follow the snack line. There's not too much here. It is hard. It is pretty easy to miss the snack lines though. You still have to have pretty good movement throughout here. But in terms of like following along, you want to try to frame perfect that guy so you can get that snack because he's right on top of it. Or you can just jump and super smash and kill him. It doesn't really matter which way you do it. But here, much of the same. We're just going to follow the snack lines. We're going to do a little bit of deviation. We're going to go to the left here, jump up, get this snack box, and we're basically just making a big circle. Going to make sure that we jump back here. There is one snack in that box. There's no more snacks there. And then we're going to jump and get this snack box. And then now we're going to play follow the snack line again. We're going to take this carpet up. And then bloop, get this snack box. And then we're just going to get all the snacks along here. A thing I didn't really mention about movement in this game is that whenever you're turning Scoob, whenever you're turning Scoob, you generally want to move him in a circular motion, because if you just snap to the left, oh my god, please do the thing. That happens. You like skid, or sometimes you'll just like you'll go off in a random direction if you like just hard turn. So normally if you're turning hard left and hard right, you want to jump, because otherwise you can get some really weird movement where you can just die. So basically what you want to do is whenever you're turning Scoob, you just want to roll your control stick. I should have mentioned that way earlier. But if you ever see me playing on my stream and I have the controller cam on, you can clearly see me just rolling the control stick all the time just to ensure that I don't get any weird angles. Again, just make sure you come up here, and then we're going to, again, play more follow the snack line. And then we're going to make our way into the next levels, which I forget the names of. I just have it listed as Black Knight on my split. Oh, it's a Dark and Stormy Night, so it's literally the Black Knight split. Okay, so here we're going to go down left. That snack is a bit annoying to get. Just keep ramming your head into the corner, and you'll eventually just, you'll eventually get it. Play more follow the snack line. Do you see a reoccurring theme in Manor?
There's a lot of lines we follow on.
There's a lot of lines. Basically, when you hit this button, I like to jump over so you can make it up. If you don't make this cycle, you can just re-hit the button and just retry. Again, we're going to play follow the snack line. And there are snacks back here, though. Just make sure that we get them. There's a snack box back here. Again, we're going to re-jump in order to redo our... To redo our dashing input. We're going to try to dash around them. I didn't. And then here, it's very important that you wait until he shoots. Those are one-hit kills. If you get hit, you die. But luckily, they have a pretty easy cycle. where you just kind of wait for the first one to shoot, and then you can kind of just like go through without worrying. So as long as you wait for that first one to shoot and then jump through it, you are pretty safe, and you won't get hit and you won't die. Like, you'll be good. And then you're gonna jump down here. Let's get these roof snacks. Play some more follow the snack line. And then we're gonna do a little cool skip where we're gonna jump up here, and then we're gonna jump over. This is a pretty easy jump. You can pretty much just look at it and be able to do it. That just skips a cutscene. Doesn't even save that much time. I think it only saves like a couple seconds. But hey, we don't want to watch cutscenes in my speedrun. All right, no cutscenes allowed.
Absolutely, cutscenes are the worst. In a speedrun, casually great. Speedrun, out of here.
Fun fact, I've like never watched any of the cutscenes in this game because I've never played this game casually before. I've only ever speedrun it.
That's hilarious.
But since we have the umbrella here, we're gonna come up here and we're gonna jump out and get this snack box, jump over here, and then kind of fall a little bit, and then we can just make our way over and hit this button. We have to watch this cutscene, unfortunately. Yeah, we gotta watch this cutscene. Shaggy's going for a ride of his life, but we'll get to Shaggy in a second. Geronimo! But we're just gonna jump back out over here, float over here, and then also you see these puddles of water. It gives you slidey physics, so we try to avoid those as much as possible. So if you're ever worried about your movement, or if you're ever confused, like, why am I sliding here? It's probably because you're on a puddle, and there's a lot of puddles in these levels. I almost forgot a snack box. There's a snack box here. But again, we're gonna play, guess what? Follow the snack line. And then we're gonna fight Black Knight as soon as we're done collecting all the snacks in these arcs and the keys. Shaggy will shoot us up, and then we'll just jump off of him, and then we'll get all snacks collected here. We have 100% the Black Knight levels now, and now you're just gonna jump there just so you skip some of the tar walking, and then now we fight Black Knight. Just like RNGG, there's no fun name for him, but it's all RNG, baby. The name of the game. This is why the all bosses category is historically extremely unpopular, because you have to have good RNG on all 4 bosses of the game, which is not fun, because Black Knight notoriously loses runners minutes. Because of that, you need to hit him on all 4 of these buttons. And you need him to walk all the way over to this corner in order to hit the side buttons. So the side buttons are really what lose you time, because the 2 middle buttons you can kind of get pretty quickly, as long as he just goes left. But otherwise, yep. And pray he goes all the way over. Let's go. All right, we're done. That wasn't that bad, actually. It was pretty bad, but it wasn't that bad. But now we're done there, and then we dash over here, and then we can actually just jump up and trigger this Velma cutscene. Press A to skip it. We don't need to watch it. And then we're gonna make our way, and then we're gonna pretty much close out the manor levels now that we're done with Black Knight. So tower, we didn't 100% it before, because there's a snack up here, and that token. There's no more snacks in those boxes, so you don't need to worry about breaking open any of those. Make sure you get these on the way down, and then here are the 3 snack boxes we collected before. We have all snacks collected. And now we make our way to Don't Look Down. And if you notice, we're going through these levels backwards. This is because it's the fastest manner to go through these levels. And then, and then we don't need any of the keys in these levels either. So just, I'm sad. Normally that is pretty easy to make. I collected an extra snack that I shouldn't have, so I beefed my movement there a little bit. But we don't need any of the keys here. Just be sure to kill this guy. This guy triggers a cutscene, and we don't want to watch the cutscene. In fact, I kill them both because people say that the top one triggers the cutscene. I think they both do. It's not true. I'm just paranoid, so I kill them both because it doesn't really lose any time. I'm just so paranoid. This level I probably will do twice, just because the pathing is really bizarre. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna go out and back. And then we're going to jump up on this magical carpet. You press the L button to shoot gum. I like to gum these ghosts just so they don't hit me while I'm up here. Like to gum them down. And basically when you're done with your magic carpet ride, you jump down here, you get hit by the creeper because the game hates you, and then you make your way over here, jump up here. And this is probably the most like weird pathing that we do. And then you're going to want to jump up here. And then you're going to want to fly over here. This is because there's a ledge here. Then we're going to jump from this ledge to this ledge. Hee hee. And then we're going to jump up and get the Black Knight armor. And then what I like to do is I like to just jump out, ensure I hit the snack box, and then just super smash. Bonk. Bounce on that guy, jump back up, and then jump back up to the platform. Get these snacks. Once you get that snack box, you can fall down. And then just make your way left until you see this light bulb, and then once you see that light, you will drop down to the ground. And then you're gonna go out and around again, and then you can actually just jump up these. And you just want to here. And now, very important, there's a cutscene trigger here. What I like to do is I like to jump twice and just kind of smash the X button and then go in. But I will do that again because that was kind of a lot. But again, we're doing the bottom side first, and it kind of makes sense, but it also kind of doesn't make sense. And again, I like just gumming the ghost down to the ground. Just because the pathing in this level can be a bit obnoxious. And these ghosts can technically knock you down. And we're basically just going to walk through here, and then again jump up to this platform. And then we're going to jump on the trampoline, but we're not going to go over yet. We're just going to keep going to the right, and we're going to come back to it later. This jump is pretty self-explanatory, but it is a pretty difficult jump. It's pretty precise, but you basically just make sure you have the max range on that jump. And again, just jump out, just make sure you are in line with the snacks. I like to super smash for swag, just because I like killing that guy. And then just collect these. Oh. Try not to get hit by the bat challenge. I failed. Don't hit me. And if you do get hit by the bats, you can actually get sent down to your death, which is very unfortunate, or just sent down to unfavorable platform position, which is not great. Wow, I just phased right through that. Please. Yeah, and then back up again. All snacks collected. That's don't look down. I like to jump just to ensure the cutscene doesn't play. I like to collect those 3 snacks and then jump up and get the snack box, just for better cycling on the enemies here. And then we're gonna play snack line again. So here, you want to collect these snacks, and basically all these low-hanging ones, you want to go ahead and collect them. Basically those 3, and then you want to jump over here. You normally don't trigger the cutscene. I went to the left for whatever reason. It doesn't matter. You have to trigger this cutscene regardless, so it doesn't really matter. But what I like to do is I like to drop down and get that snack, and then, yeah, that can happen. But it's fine because we have to drop down to the bottom anyway. So if you do get hit by the bats, it's fine because you can just drop down and get the floor snacks early. If you get hit twice, then you're kind of feeling bad. Then you're like, bruh. But so we just wait for that bat to move. Oh, I'm so sad. You can get back on that chandelier. I just messed up the jump. Ah. Play avoid the bat game, and then you can double check, just make sure, because you can pretty much just overlord this view. So if you forget one in the air, you can pretty much see it. normally you would trigger cutscene now as you walk through this door. And now here, oh no, I can't go anywhere. Oh no. You just leave and re-enter. You just re-enter because we're going through it backwards, and it's just blocked off.
Would this be a good time for a quick break?
Yeah.
Perfect. So we're just gonna take a few minute break here, just so everybody can get up, stretch their legs, get some water, anything they need to get taken care of here. Before we take our quick break, I just want to give a few quick reminders. Alongside our reoccurring shows, GDQ Hotfix also has multiple week-long events with Frost and Frame Fatales. These are both women-led events, and they happen twice a year, supporting other great charities. One of them is actually happening at the end of the month, the 27th to the 5th. And also, if you have any ideas for your own reoccurring show or one-off events, you can feel free to go to gamesdonequick.com/hotfix to submit your ideas. We're always looking for shows to fill some of our hotfix schedules, so if you would like to submit, you can go there if you're interested in becoming a showrunner here. We're going to go take a quick break, and then we'll be back in a few minutes for the rest of the tutorial. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Games on Quick Hotfix. This is How to Train a Speedrunner, and we are learning Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights with Nastani. How are you doing right now, Nastani?
Doing pretty good. And yeah, like you said, today we're running Hundo right now. We're learning Hundo, and we're actually almost done. We have a couple levels left in order to do 100%. And yeah, my name's Nastani. I stream on twitch.tv/Nastani. You can catch me live there. I stream this game a ton. This weekend specifically, I'm going to be on any percent grind. I'm going to try to get world record. So that's what I will be doing in the near future. But let's just hop back into it. Right before this, we entered this door, and normally this is like the top where we play a game with Shaggy. And normally there's a wall blocking us. To get rid of that wall, we just leave and re-enter, and then that wall is magically gone away. And then we're going to just get those snacks and dash back and get this snack. I like to super smash to it because that snack is pretty annoying, to be perfectly honest. And then just drop down here, break open both of these boxes because there's snack boxes in each of them. And then now we're going to play the great game everyone loves to play, Follow the Snack Line. And here we're going to follow the snack line. We're just going to keep dashing through. And then there is a troll snack here. So just be sure to jump into that corner and get that troll snack. The hardest part about the manor levels, as you will see, is just remembering where all of the troll snacks are, to be perfectly honest. They're very annoying. They're in like little corners. I'll point out every one of them, of course, but that's pretty much Hundo. A lot of Hundo is just like a game of memory for the most part. Speaking of memory, you can jump on that bookshelf that you knock out, and then you can just jump up here for free. As long as you jump on that chandelier and then jump up, and then you can trigger this door to come back. We're going to play some more Follow the Snack Line here. And then we're going to jump on this trampoline. We're going to get these snacks on the chandelier, and then we're going to jump back up again. And then we're going to dash through here, and we're going to break this open, and then get these two snacks up in the sky here. And then we're going to drop down, and then basically just collect all these snacks here. It doesn't really matter what order you do these in. They're pretty annoying snacks, so it's just kind of like whatever works, works. And then basically more follow the snack line. So sad. And then there's only 3 snacks here, so after you get those 3 snacks, you can come back. And then just make your way on to the next level. Like outside of the troll snacks, these levels are pretty straightforward. And the hardest thing about these levels is actually just using your charge attack to dodge enemies. As you will see, there's an enemy that jumps out of there. And you can actually grab this snack by dashing past this guy. Oh, I didn't get to show it off. But you can actually dash past him much like that and still get the snack while avoiding him. And again, I'm hitting these guys a lot. This is the hardest part about the manor levels, because you can't really see where these guys are, so it's pretty much just like you're in hitting mode. Like, you're just gonna hit things if you don't know the cycles very well. Like that. And so there's a lot of like skill and manner in terms of movement. Also, you can jump behind this chandelier. I don't know why. It's like the only one you can jump behind. The other ones you just get hit and die. Like this one we have to wait for the cycle, and then we can jump back and get that. But we're gonna jump over here. You can swing on the chandelier. I personally just like doing that because I feel like it's faster than swinging on the chandelier. But we're gonna play more follow the snack line here. Actually hit the snack line. And then we're gonna jump up here, collect these snacks, and we're actually going to make our way. We're going to take a shortcut back. We get all snacks collected, so that's all of upstairs. And now we're going to do clamor. I like to hold down left and just dash immediately, and then do the same thing and just dash along this post and try not to get hit by these guys. And you're going to notice that we're back at the beginning part. Just going to get these snacks, jump up on this little railing here to get up to the height required to get that token, and then just jump down, collect those snacks, and now we're finally doing the beginning of the game. Woo! You know, only like an hour and like 45 minutes in the speed run. Don't worry about it. We do the beginning of the game now because it's just faster like this. These are normally the first levels you play, but we're playing them pretty much like one of the last levels. But now we're just going to go through, collect these snacks, and just dash back through here. We're going to play more follow the snack line. Oh, get a frame perfect because I'm sick. And then, pretty much just collect all the snacks. There is a snack box up here. I like to jump on this this recliner and get the snack. You can also alternatively jump on the door frame. Whichever one is easier for you. That snack box can be a bit annoying, but those are generally the two ways to do it. I'm going to try to show off the cycle in this room where we do this. Okay, it didn't work. I'm sad. But normally that's what we do, and then we jump and get that snack box. An important note about that snack box is that this fire is a one-hit KO. If you get hit by it, you die. So you really want to like very much respect that cycle and just allow yourself to be hit. Oh, I'm nasty. I'm getting a lot of frame perfects. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, and then you basically just like go in like just a little circle. There's not too much going on that level. Here is literally a straight line. Quite literally a straight line across the back half here, and then we just make our way. We have all snacks collected in clamor, and now we will make our way into the mine levels and finish off the mine levels. And after we're done with mine, we are actually done with all of the manor levels. And then we're going to do our last set of levels, Skull Cliff, and then we're just going to do some quick backtracking and we'll be done. So we're just going to bulldoze much of the mine levels here. The mine levels have a lot of troll snacks, so like these up here. I like to jump on this little silver urn to get up here. Normally it's not this hard. There we go. And then just kind of jump on here, jump on that little chandelier, and then just get the roof snacks and just make your way over. So here, it's very important that we do not walk forward here. This is why. This is the longest cutscene, maybe not the longest. It's one of the longest cutscenes in the game. So instead, what we do is that we just jump to the right, get this key, and just jump over here, and then we jump on this lamppost here, and then we just jump over the cutscene trigger. And then we collect the keys as normal, and then just make our way over. As long as you just jump on the lamp, and then you basically just jump your way over. We're gonna try to make this cycle. Woo! That's how the pros do it, ladies and gentlemen. Normally I miss that, by the way. I pretty much miss that every single time I do it. But we're going to play more follow the snack line, wait for this door to open, and then we're going to jump on this. It triggers these chandeliers to come down, and then we're just going to get the token and the snacks. And then we're going to jump back to where we came. I'm going to show something really quick. If you fall down here, because sometimes it's annoying to regrab, what you can do is you can actually jump back up this wall. by just using this door frame here. And then, oh. I have no reaction time. It's 3 a.m. I'm sorry. This jump is easier than I'm making it look. I swear. You'll
get like 4 frame perfects in a row, but
I can't do this jump. I'm like, okay, man, okay, buddy. You can also do it pretty much from anywhere along the wall. It's just whatever you find easiest. I'm kind of getting screwed right now. This is embarrassing. Please let me out.
You are making this seem like one of the hardest tricks in the game.
I mean, it's not an easy jump, but it's not this hard. You know, it's like the middle ground. You know.
I also imagine you haven't exactly practiced this.
Yeah, no. I used to be really good at this jump because you actually have to do this jump in AMT in order to get up to the token.
Okay.
Oh, I was right there. Please. Okay, whatever.
It is impossible. It is in theory possible. It's not possible.
It's not possible. I can't do it. I give up. Alternatively, you can just do that. It's not that hard. I'm just tired. I can't hit it, man. I'm sorry. I used to be so good at it. I just wanted to show the backup. It's normally not that bad. But let's just make our way through. This level is notorious for troll snacks. So right here, we're going to use the soap, and we're going to soap this We're going to soap this We're going to soap this ghost that's about to fly on screen. We're going to jump on him in order to get a troll snack that's above us that we can't see. Because they put troll snacks in this game that we literally you can't see besides the shadow on the ground. So to use the soap, we just press Z, and then we press L at the same time. And then we jump and get that one snack. And then we can just make our way over. There's another troll snack box here. And then you saw, out of the glimpse of your eye, there's a troll snack here. And one here. And one up here. Woo! That's all the troll snacks in the game. That's it. And now we're gonna play our favorite game, follow the snack lines. Again, we don't need that chandelier. When you jump on this, just make sure you jump off soon, because otherwise you can get sucked down with platform momentum again. And then just make your way through here. Try to avoid this guy or hit him, you know. Normally you want to try to avoid it though. You can just jump on that button. It's one of the few buttons in this game that you don't need a super smash on. You just jump on that, and then as soon as you finish the snack line, you are done. All snacks collected. Woo! And conveniently, there's a warp gate here. And now we're going to warp back to... that wasn't the most efficient menuing ever. We're going to warp back here to Chills and Spills on Haunted Hill. And this is known as Hill 3. So before I said that you could backtrack to Hill 2, because we're going to go through here to get to... Skull Cliff, because Skull Cliff's down here. But if you want to backtrack to Hill 2, all you have to do is go over here and enter this door to your left. And then you could go backtrack through Hill 2, and you could use the soap and do all your backtracking there. But we're here because we're going to the Skull Cliff levels, which are not that bad. So first things first, just hold down here and run off the edge and die. There's a really long cutscene where you're going to skip that. And then we can make our way through here. So this is one of the only times where frame perfects will actually save you some time here, because if you frame perfect this button, I did not, you can make it through, there's a very tight cycle here where if you frame perfect that button, you can actually make it across here without waiting for it. But regardless, we're just going to go across the back half, and we're going to follow the snacks here, and then just go down here. Again, there's a snack box over here, just make sure to not forget that one. And just float. Just collect these snacks, and then we're going to Death Abuse here and go back to the other side. And then we're going to just drop down. Bloop. Get that snack box, get this arc, And then we're just going to jump across here. This jump can be a bit tricky, but with the umbrella, it's pretty free. It's actually a really hard jump in NLE, because in NLE, we do this level without the umbrella, because NLE is known as no levels early. And obviously, we're doing this way out of order, right? But luckily in Hundo, it's not that bad. So here, another pretty straightforward level. We're just going to dash. We can dash over some of these gaps here. So just pretty much just mimic my dashing and my movement throughout these levels. If you've seen the 80% run, you're going to see that this movement is very similar to what we do in 80%. In fact, it's the exact same. And we can dash over some of these. Some of these we have to jump over, and we're just going to make our way through, collect all the snacks, float back over with the umbrella, and then I like to super smash here just so he doesn't hit me, and I just ensure that I hit all the snacks in that arc. And then we're going to make our way to Skull 3. Here, you're not going to dash at all throughout this first part, because you can actually just make the cycle without dashing, and dashing will actually slow you down here. Oh, what a heartbreaker. That's fine. I'll just come back and get that. In a second, you want to float back over here, hit this button, and then I'm going to just get this snack real quick because I missed it. No worries. Now we're going to do one of the... we're going to do a pretty hard jump here. So what we want to do is jump around this here. We're going to jump pretty much like past this branch here. And then we're going to jump all the way up. So we'll do that again. Just around that light. And then up here. And then you're going to want to be in this nook. And now what we're going to do, there is an island in the middle of nowhere. We're going to jump to it. It looks like a scary jump, but as long as you're holding the right angle, you should pretty much be guaranteed. So you're just going to double jump and just hold like in between down, left, and down. And then I like to hit this guy and just make sure I get all the snacks. And then you're going to soap him. And then when that platform comes back over like this, and then I like to super smash just to guarantee it. And then you're on your way.
How long does the soap last for? Like, do you have a pretty generous window, or?
A decent amount of time.
Okay.
I don't have a seconds on that, but it's not the worst, you know. It's pretty forgiving, but
okay.
The reason that you don't want to soap this guy first though is because you can't get the snacks. That's why I like just hitting him and just make sure not to hit him twice so he doesn't die, because otherwise then you have to do all the annoying platforming over and over again. You just kind of eyeball it. And then just float over. Uh-oh. That was really close. All right. And then we're gonna make our... Yeah, for sure. Okay. Is there a ledge here? There is a ledge there. So, normally you want to just super smash that guy to get up there. There's a ledge on the side there that you can use. And then we're basically just going to go out and back, and then that's Skull 3. It's really just, as long as you remember to do the island, like, you're pretty much golden. Here, this is the most annoying level in the game. For no other purpose than this. I have to die, and then I have to wait for this platform cycle. That you cannot make this platform cycle. So you just have to wait. And you're like, cool. There's literally no way that you can make that platform cycle in time, which is very, very disappointing. That you just have to just like take a walk of shame there. But we're just gonna kind of just float on through here. Just hit all the snacks you see. This is a level where we're basically just going to just walk in a straight line and just hit a bunch of snacks. Pretty obvious pathing here until like the middle of the level. And kind of the end of the level too. But for now, pretty straightforward. You can single jump these gaps like that. If you're not comfortable with that, you can double jump it. Like, it saves like half a second maybe. Like, I don't know. It doesn't save that much time. And basically you're just gonna get these arcs, and then here you see these trampolines. We're gonna go across these trampolines once you see them. Oh. And then there is a air current here where we're going to float up, get this snack, and then we're gonna die. No, we're fine. We're fine. And then we're gonna ah! And then we're gonna be patient. And now we're gonna float down to the other air current. You can kind of see it with the leaves there. Oh my god, where am I? Okay. And then you're basically gonna ride this platform to this side, collect these snacks, and then you're just gonna jump back right into that air current, and then you're going to float up, and just get the snack line here. And now I like to dash around the edges here just so I make sure I don't get hit by any of those boulders slamming down. And then there's just 4 snacks there, 2 snack boxes here, and then we're basically just running it down. And now we are pretty much, now we begin all of our backtracking for the most part. So now we've pretty much collected all the snacks in the game that we need. We've hundoed basically every single level. And now we will go to this warp gate, and there are more snacks here by hitting this button, but because we're not doing pause storage, we're actually going to go through this gate first. We're actually just going to go right here to a tight spot. This is the warp gate that I said that you really need to get after Misbehavin' 3, because otherwise, if you don't, you have to go through all of Misbehavin' 3 to get back here, which is the really long auto-scroll level with the Rod Rising, which we don't want to do that. So instead, we come back here, and then we're just going to collect all these snacks, try not to get cringed on by the ghosts, and then basically just make our way, just collect all these snacks on the roof here, and then as soon as you collect them, all snacks collected, jump in the pit and die, and then it'll warp you back to the beginning of the level where the warp gate is, and then just go right back to Skull Cliff. And then now you will hit the button. And the reason you do this is just so when we die, we spawn at the warp gate instead of dying beforehand, pretty much. Because then we would spawn like way back in Skull 4 because this is a really big level. Also, fun fact, I don't know if it's going to do it, but you will drop frames as soon as you jump back here. If you're running on console, okay, MU doesn't do it, fun fact. If you are here on console, your game will start lagging. Don't be alarmed, just, you know, keep playing. It'll be fine. And but it's only in that spot. It doesn't lag in anywhere else, so it'll be fine. We got all snacks collected in Skull Cliff. Nice. And I think we're like good. And so now we can do our backtracking. So our backtracking, we need it to get the Fishy 4 warp gate, which I also pointed out earlier on the run. I was like, you really need to get this warp gate because we're going to warp back to it. And we're going to finish our backtracking. So this split is literally called Coast Pier Monster Gallery. It literally has like /// because those are the levels we're going to backtrack through. So here, Pier, you're going to notice we didn't collect a lot of stuff in this level, but now we're just going to collect everything now. And jump over this. Super smash this guy until we get to the button. Lower that down. Oh, I collected that snack. I'm sick. Okay. And we're basically just going to jump over here. And then we're going to enter Coast. And the reason we couldn't get these snacks earlier is because we needed the umbrella in order to float up and get them. So now we're just going to go ahead and do that. And this is a pretty slow movement, but, you know, there's nothing we can really do to speed this up. We just kind of float across the top here. Just keep floating. And then we're just going to dash around here and just backtrack through Coast. Oh, unfortunate. You can die there. The biggest thing there when you're going for those 2 snacks down below is that there's a flying fish that spawns. So just be wary, because if you get hit by that flying fish, you can get shot down and die. Like I did there, but you know that. But actually die because of an enemy, not just because you can't move your character. But we're gonna go and get this snack box, and then as soon as we collect this snacks box, we should have all snacks collected. We do. And so now we're good. Got another all snacks collected. And then now we're going to do the rest of our backtracking. And whoop. We're gonna go through here. There's 3 snacks here. Just jump over here. And then we're gonna go collect these snacks. Now that we have the Galoshes power up from the Black Knight, we can just jump along the tar now. There are 2 snacks right there that we want to collect. And then we're basically just going to jump across these boats. Again, this is actually... Oops, excuse me. This is one of the few levels where if you die and you get boated, it's actually not that bad. You can kind of just keep going and not have to reset the level. We're just going to ride this over. Sometimes it's easy to miss one of these. I notoriously miss one of these every time, but you can just keep riding this thing back and forth. Please. Okay. Apparently you have to come off. But then, ideally you want to hit them all the way over. And then what we're going to do is just immediately dash to the right here. Drop down here. Make sure to collect both of these snacks on your first go around. You can play it pretty safe with the umbrella there. And then just go through the bottom side again. And then now we are back in the springs room. And then now here, it doesn't matter if you got tar struts or not. I did, but normally you would just jump up and just get those snacks there. And then basically just going to jump to the back half here. Boop. Jump all the way over here, get this snack box, and then just wait here for this pelican cycle. Don't do that. Yeah, me too, Tar Monster. But now we just ride this pelican, we just chill, and then we're going to drop down to that snack box to the left by that boat. After we get the snack box in the air, you can actually just go ahead and hold left while you're doing this. As soon as you hit that, I just float down. Just take the guaranteeds here. And then these boxes drown, but they come back pretty shortly, so just do a little out and back there. Actually, in the pause storage route, we do this... room hundo at the very beginning of the run with only the double jump, which is fun. But see, we have all snacks collected now. Now you just death warp back to the beginning, and then we're gonna make our way back to Shock on the dock, where we will finish our backtracking in terms of snacks. I'm nuts. And whoop, gonna go back on this boat. So if you can't get the fishy like drop down that I did, basically what you do is you just come over here, break open this barrel, and get that snack there if you didn't do it earlier on. You're gonna jump through these hooks and then just go back here, and there's not a really fast way to move through here. You're just gonna kind of walk through here, and then you're gonna super smash on this flying fish, jump up here, get these 2 snack boxes, and just make your way back. But yeah, pretty much any snack that you see, you collect. These we didn't collect earlier. And then we can go along back through Shock 1. So at the beginning of Shock 1, what we're going to do is we're going to jump up here, and we're going to ride this pelican. And now we can kind of chill for a little bit. Use a little handbrake here, you know, drink some water. Drink some water, chat, if you haven't. But we just chill, get all the snacks, and as soon as we collect this last snack, we're just going to jump off the pelican and die, and go back to the beginning of the level. And then now, we're just going to get these snacks, just float down, collect that snack box, and then just make our way over here. There are now enemies in this level, but we can kind of pretty much just avoid them pretty easily. Just hit that button. Have that snack box spawn down, and then hit open these barrels. You're basically just going to hit open all the barrels in this half of the level, because there are snacks in all of them. And then that is that. We should have all snacks collected. Nice. Make sure you don't talk to Don Knotts while you're entering this door. And for some reason, I think this is the only snack gate that functions like this. Well, it's not really the snack gate. It's just that you have to enter the monster gallery for percent. And I don't know why. But so you have to enter this room for percentage. And so normally if we're doing the pause storage route, we just enter the room and the pause storage out. Here we just enter and then exit, and then we just walk to the warp gate. And then now we have done our main backtracking. We're gonna work back to creepy crawlies in the hallways. Creepy 3. And then now we're just gonna make our way to the end game. So we're gonna jump back up here. Okay. Gonna wait for this guy to respawn. Wait. Use that guy. Oh, I'm so bad at this game. Oh, all right, there we go. All right, now we're actually gonna do this ceiling snacks here. Just be sure to jump to the right first because you're going to the left after you get this. Nice. And then we're gonna make our way through. I do not know any hook cycles for this, so just pray that you don't run into any hooks. I should have prayed harder. And and then we're just gonna make our way into lab. So here we're gonna do a trick known as RBS. You can also just soap the bats. You don't have to actually do RBS. Ideally, you want to dash long enough so that you hit the magnifying glass, because if you hit this magnifying glass, you can skip the cutscene. But I'm going to do RBS just because it's easier for me to get up than it is to mess with the bats. All snacks collected in creepy, so we're good on that. I was slightly concerned about that. But now, lab is pretty straightforward. The lab is also kind of slow, just because all the snacks are kind of slow to collect, unfortunately. But they're all pretty much in plain sight, so there's no more troll snacks. Here we're going to do a little bit of a hard jump known as yellow jump, but it's actually easier since we have the umbrella, so it makes that jump a lot easier. You basically just extend out with the super smash, and then you get that jump. You can also do rail jump, but like yellow jump is pretty free with the umbrella. Like as soon as you do it like 2 or 3 times. Maybe not 2 or 3. As soon as you do it like a couple times, like you'll get it down pretty handily. And here we're gonna do a little bit of routing and just collect all these random snacks, just kind of strewn about the room. You can do this arc in one fell swoop. You have to jump to get these snacks, unfortunately. But now we can make our way to the next level. And here, a little cutscene will play. And basically, what you want to do is you just get hit by the electricity here. And then now you can just jump and get these snacks for free. Ow. I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm not gonna die. Let's go. And then you're gonna jump on this platform, get this snack box. I have a voice crack. And then and then there's an invisible ledge there. There's a couple invisible ledges here. And you'll basically just want to jump up into the token to get the token like that. And then just make your way on over here. Pretty straightforward stuff. There is technically a cutscene skip here. It's really tight, and I've never gotten it. I think only 2 people have ever gotten it on GameCube. And that's Jolly and Coley, and they don't get it consistently either. But I just wanted to mention it, I guess. But again, we're going to kind of get intentionally hit here. And then, so these buttons are very annoying. What I like to do is I like to do a quick ground pound like this. If you press A and B really quick, you do a ground pound like that. I like to do that and then just like roll into the button like that. It makes it easier to hit these buttons because they're pretty annoying otherwise. I'm so sad. I was trying to get the health pack. You can actually collect the snacks while they're in the electricity. But you hit all 3 buttons, so this platform spawns. And then, in theory, you can do this. Ah, I missed it. In theory, you can collect both of those snack boxes and then land back down. I didn't get it, unfortunately, but that's all right. And now we're literally just going to walk in a circle on both of these platforms and just collect these snacks. Pretty straightforward. Pretty much just go in a giant circle as you're walking through here. Then here we're going to do a little bit of a fancy trick. You can get this, and we're going to jump on this ledge here. It's a bit finicky, but a couple attempts, it's not too bad. And then you just jump off of it. And then you need a max height jump here to get that token, and then try not to die. And then from here, you can actually jump to the middle of this room and hit the button, so we don't have to walk all the way around this room. We can just glide straight over and hit this button. Again, buttons are a little troll in lab, but that opens the door. And then we're gonna jump back here, and then there is a snack box up here. Boop. And now we should be good. I say should be. We'll find out. So my snack total at the end of lab 2, before I pay the 850 snack gate, should be 3334. A really easy number to remember, mind you. It's pretty nice. Like 3334. It's, you know, I'll take that over, like, I don't know, 2759. I don't know.
Anything that's not like right after each other, basically.
Yeah. And so here we should be good. Yeah. Yep, 3334. So we have 3334 snacks, so we should have 100% in terms of snacks. And if you're, oh, I have to explain Lido skip. I just did it, bro. this is Lido skip. So these are actually visible collisions along the wall. They're just, we just can't see them. So basically what we do is we just jump out and back. We're actually on the wall, and we jump out and back again. And now we're on a higher ledge up along the wall. And then we basically just hold down right until we stop moving. You can see the camera moving with Scoob. And then basically you hit the wall. And now you're just going to roll your control stick from bottom right to upright into the upright notch. Like bottom right notch into the upright notch. Walk and then jump on this collision along the wall. I'll do it again. And then you're just going to jump along this wall. And again, we're at 3334, which is the perfect snack count. So now you can open up the map, and if you are missing a snack, you can see this little snack total at the bottom, 160 out of 160, and then 2 of 2. Those are tokens and snacks. So basically you can look through and just make sure that you have all the snacks. I definitely have all the snacks, but what I'm doing is I'm paying attention to the tokens, and I'm just making sure I have all the tokens in the game. So I'm just kind of rolling through the map, just double checking, just because I don't feel like waiting 8 minutes through the credits to verify my hundo run. So I will just verify it myself. We are good on tokens, it would seem. Also, just a menuing tip is that you can double stick in this game, so you can use the C stick and the control stick to menu. But we're good. We have our snack total. We have all the tokens in the game, so we are technically not hundoed yet. We are about to be hundoed very shortly. We're about to have all the snacks in the game. After we collect all the snacks in this room, we will officially have all the snacks in the game. Oh, Scooby, the shark is a bigger reptile than mine. Normally we're supposed to play a minigame with Shaggy in this room. We're not going to. We're going to leave him to the sharks. We're going to leave him to die. He's going to get eaten. It's going to be very sad. That is until he's in the next room and he's fine. You're going to hit this guy?
Got plot armor, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. And you're going to... Oh. Well, normally you just jump into that snack after you ground pound him. Very sad. It did not happen like that. But if that happens, you can just either wait for him to respawn or just jump up like this. And then basically just follow the snack line until here. You're going to jump on this thing to get this snack. A little pipe, I guess. Water pipe. I don't know. Then you can jump on the railing to get that snack up there. And then just follow the line again. Back to the door. Get that snack. Go around here. And then we're going to swing from Shaggy's legs just to get the snacks. But then we're going to float back because we're going to do... We're gonna do shark room skip, because we don't actually need Shaggy. Because if we save Shaggy, we play a cutscene and stuff. We don't like cutscenes. So now we officially have all the snacks in the game. So basically, how we're gonna do this trick is just kind of hold up left, and then just like jump with R. It's really similar to SCS. It's pretty easy to do. If you're having troubles with it, to get into the nook, just hold left, and then hold up left. And then just kind of like roll into the door if you're having a bit of troubles with it. But normally you can just kind of hold up left and it'd be fine. And so now we are at Mastermind. Finally, we have collected all the snacks in the game. We've collected all the tokens in the game. We are 100% outside of Mastermind. Just mash A, just float over here, skip that cutscene, and see Shaggy's in the back. He's fine. Look, he's good. He didn't get eaten by the sharks. Skip that cutscene too, and now we're going to do a trick known as Mastermind Phase 1 skip. We just hold upright and just dash through the wall. Like that. It's as straightforward as it looks. Sometimes you can get stuck in the wall. Personally, I like to kind of be out here when I start my dash because it allows me to have a more smooth entry. If you are like over here and then you go through, see it's a lot more stuttery if you like hit the railing first. So what I like to do is just make sure that I'm like out here and then I just dash through. Now press Y to check your health here so you don't accidentally die here because you have to get hit to hit that button. And basically this skips the first phase of the Mastermind boss fight, which is normally 3 waves of enemies, and it skips a cutscene. So now we're just going to fight 2 waves of enemies. And then this is another room where you're going to try to go for frame perfects on these buttons. I'm going to try to go for them. It does save time, but you know, it doesn't really matter that much in Hundo specifically. In any percent, it's like make or break, but not here. Make or break here is coffins. But yeah. And now, how Mastermind works is basically there's going to be a cutscene that plays, and we're going to hit him to the electricity, and then that'll be that. What you can do is actually just gum these guys, and then you can just keep gumming them until Mastermind spawns, so they're not in your way, so you can just hit him, really good spawn, and we're going to hit him, and timer will stop as soon as the electricity pops up, which will be right about now. And that is 100%. Important note is that like I could technically PS warp away here and like quick check my hundo, but if you pause storage away and you don't watch the cutscene counts as percentage. So if you're on console and you're like doing the pause storage route for hundo, and you had the idea, oh maybe if I just like hit Mastermind and then pause storage away, I can verify my hundo run, you won't have 100%. You have to watch this cutscene. But for our purposes, we are done. We have all the snacks in the game, we have all the tokens in the game, and that is hundo.
Awesome. That was seems like a really straightforward run.
Yeah.
Like there's not a lot of tech. There's like a little bit here and there, but it's a lot of knowing where you're going and like kind of knowing the route and the movement.
It's a lot of memorization and just like movement. It's actually like, I would say this is the most beginner friendly route that we have currently. Like honestly, like if you want to like learn this game, like I think hundo low key is one of the best. Like it's a very long category and it's a lot of memorization, but like it'll teach you movement like nothing else. Like
it's a great way to get like the movement down, the mechanics of the game down, kind of like the intricacies of the engine, and like how everything works. It looks.
It's also just kind of like a chill run too, because it's just like, I don't know. I was playing it yesterday. I was like, man, this is so much more chill than any percent. I'm like sweating it out running any percent. And then here I'm just like, it's a very relaxing run, honestly. Outside of wrecking
exactly.
We don't have
like
to talk
it's
about
a lot
those.
of. It looks like it's a lot of. Like I missed 2 seconds. It's fine. Or I missed this snack. I just go back and get it. It's not a lot of like. Being super like, oh, I missed this. I'm so like because. Any percent is like what, 18 minutes or something? Like 18 minutes versus 2 hours is like I lost 2 seconds here. It's like when you're beginning. Like 2 seconds in a 20-minute run is very different from 2 seconds in a 2-hour run.
Exactly.
Like especially even when you're just getting started, like you, it just feels a lot worse. I guess is what I'm getting at.
Yeah. And just contextualize just the gap between like any percent and hundo. In order for me to PB in any percent right now, I have to play within 10 seconds of my summa best. So That's how optimized 90% is. And Hundo's actually pretty optimized because Mortal's been running Hundo a lot. I think he's either going for a 141 right now, or he has it already. I'm not sure. I haven't been keeping up with the streams. But that's what he was doing. So even Hundo's like getting down there, like really low times. Like I think he's trying to eventually maybe break sub 140 if that's possible. But that would also be like playing within like 2 minutes of your SOB in a 2-hour speed run.
Yeah.
This game's pretty optimized, is what I'm saying. But I think Hundo, like, a good mark if you were to pick up this game is to get sub 2. That is like the perennial goal of like Hundo. Whenever you pick up Hundo, you're like, I want to get a sub 2 because that's like just like the thing to do. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I have, I think.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, do you have anything else you'd like recommend to people who want to pick this game up or anything?
Yeah. We have a specific emulator for this game that can show like coordinates and stuff. I don't know if that'll be very useful to like newer players, but we do have an emulator built specifically for this game that you can pick up for your very legal copy of the game that you ripped from your disc, of course. And then yeah. We have a Discord SRC page. It's on Net 100 Frights, speedrun.com. You can join the Discord there. Pretty much get up to speed with everything. I don't know if there's a Hundo tutorial, but pretty much Hundo is just a lot of memorizing. Basically, as long as you memorize where all the snacks are, you're pretty much good. And the best way to do that is just do a run, and then like you'll miss like a snack or two, and you'll be like, "Where did I miss that snack?" And then you're like, "Oh." And then you'll never miss it again. Then,
Yeah.
yeah, because that's what I did. I actually missed like one snack and like a gas too. That was like, I just jumped past it. I was like, what? How did I miss that? That was my first Hundo run ever. I was like, aw. And I missed like the token underneath the coffins, like literally 3 runs in a row. It was really bad. But hey, you know, I got it now. We're all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think this game, like, overall, this game's pretty easy to pick up. It has a pretty good floor to the game, like skill floor. The skill ceiling is also pretty high, like very high, I would say. So there's a lot of room for growth in this game, and I just think it's really sick. I think the movement is just very satisfying in the game, and I think Hundo really exemplifies that or supports it or whatever the word I'm looking for is.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It looked very satisfying. Like, the movement looked... There was a few points where it looks, like, a little janky, but for the most part, it looks, like, pretty satisfying.
Yeah. Like,
and rewarding once you get used to it.
Yeah, when you get like, especially, like, the manor levels where I was bonking to those enemies over and over because I didn't know the cycle. If you do know the cycles, you can, like, smoothly just glide past those enemies, and it feels very nice. Like, Italy is, like, a very good run where they just weave between all the enemies and the manor levels, and it's just like, it's so sick. The movement's just so clean. You're like, ooh.
Well, if that's all you've got, thank you so much for showing this off. First of all, like, this was, very informative, very entertaining. You're very skilled at this game, clearly. And like, you clearly have an awesome passion for this, so thank you so much for coming on the show and showing off the game.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. I love having talented and passionate runners come on the show, because like, this is the hobby that brought us all together here, and this is something we want to share, right? Like, this is something I want to share with more people. So I thank you for coming on and trying to show new people, maybe people who just want to pick up a new speed game, maybe people who haven't seen or like haven't done a speed run before and are interested in it. I appreciate you coming on the show and sharing your knowledge with everybody.
And that's Hundo. We didn't make it to the end of the credits, so I decided to save.
Yeah.
To show the Hundo save file. But yeah,
the run is valid.
Yeah, run is valid. Let's go. But yeah, I don't know. It's just super awesome, man. Speedrunning is just sick. I can't wait to learn more games. That's like my next thing I want to do. trying to learn Pumpkin Jack. It's gonna be lit. Cause my buddy Jax runs that, so.
Yeah, and Jaxler also runs this game, I believe. Jaxler was in chat earlier.
Yeah.
And,
he does. He hasn't ran it in a while, but he's a man of many
Yeah.
games. He's a multi-game phenom. Trying to catch up to him, you know. But he has a couple years on me.
Yeah.
A lot of years on me, actually.
Well, that's all I've got. Again, thank you so much. Just a few quick reminders here before the end of the show. Frost Fatales is going to be happening on February 27th, and it's going till March 5th. You can use !FF in chat, or you can go to gamesgoingquick.com/FrankFatales for more information. And tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, we've got What's Faster, and that's going to be Jack or Ratchet and Clank. So you can come see multiple games and categories within the series, and that's going to be Kershaw Racing Zem. We're going to take a quick break right now. After that, we're going to be hosting another speedrun marathon, so if you wouldn't mind sticking around just to help support them, that would be awesome. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for dropping by.